You forgot to turn on my nightlight when you tucked me into bed. The nightlight is almost always on. It's always on, but tonight it wasn't. And I got really scared, quite frankly. It was so dark, darker than usual. And the babysitter, because I'm a baby, that you hired, she was looking at things that she wasn't supposed to be looking at. She was watching CSI Las Vegas. CSI Las Vegas. And she thought I was asleep, but I was watching from the stairs. Sneakily watching. And I saw a dead guy. I saw a dead guy on TV, and now I can't sleep.
Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage against the dying of the light.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun.
Rage against the dying of the light.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have now done the early stream, the mid-stream, and the late night extravaganza. Hanging out with you all, intermittently eating and dry firing throughout the day to spend the waning hours of my 29th year around the sun. But before we get into everything, it's kind of a variety stream with a few oddball guests. No, we are not putting on the banana birthday suit, Shadow Force. That's very awkward of you to insinuate that we would do something like that. But yes, a third stream has hit the YouTube algorithm, much like a mysterious third building that fell down for what was the stated reason? No reason whatsoever. But no, this will absolutely not be the norm. Maybe once a year. Maybe once a year we'll have a mega stream day. And that day happened to be today this year. But before we get into the nonsensical nonsense we got on the way, we'll go ahead and welcome Richard, the Cranium Man, Gloop, and Hawkeye, everyone's favorite hooker to the stream. So how's everybody's night going?
I'm doing good. Hawkeye, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. Can't complain.
Slav maxing down there, jeez. Got the Adidas tracksuit going on. If you had a VSS chassis 22 in the background, it would be even more Slav maxing. Gloop. Gloop's gone.
Gloop's dead.
I don't know anything. Gloop is funny. Gloop is the funny man. So I was like, you know what? Gloop might be a wacky add-on to the stream, but he might not actually want to hang, which is totally fine. All right. So I want to say that, I'm not a big fan of basketball, but I do have a favorite player in mind. Let me know if you guys can figure out who it
What's
is.
the greatest white basketball player?
I know who? Who's number 10? Kanega. Hey, you know I'll pass. You already got one, man. Oh! That nigga nice, man. Don't give that white boy the ball and get that nigga the ball.
Noah Kanega at the line, shooting 2.
God damn it, my nigga. Hey, Lucky, Kanega! Let's go, Tigers!
What a wonderful last name. I wonder what the origin Kaniga is.
Possibly African in origin.
I don't think so. Now I'm Googling Kaniga's surname.
Don't read the AI overview because those are always wrong. I asked Google what time the sunrise was today, and it told me 12:01 p.m.
North German and Dutch variant of Nick with K-N-I-C-K. So Kaniga is a North German and a Dutch origin. Interesting. Very
I don't know
interesting.
about Dutch. It's really weird for German last names to end in A, though.
Well, that was just a whatever article I clicked on first, but fair enough.
Is German.
Mein Kaniga. Moonman for 5 says, good, a timely stream for those of us who aren't slaves that must wake at some ungodly daylight hour. Yeah, Moonman isn't awake before like 9 p.m., I'm pretty sure. He's a nocturnal man of the sexual harassment variety for our federal agents. Lukangas became a YouTube member. Appreciate that, good sir. Thank you very much. Zanico for 5 says he's probably getting this one up for his $7,000 Israeli payday. Well, listen, I don't know about you guys, but like $7,000 for a tweet? Like, I'm not a greedy person. 1 tweet a week, right? Well, I don't need more than that. That's what, 350, 300, I can't do math, but 364,000, whatever it is, right? 52 weeks. That's pretty damn good money for 7K for a tweet. So if I was rolling in that kind of cash, you think I would be streaming 8 hours a day? No, of course not. Of course not.
Well,
That's
I
why
mean, you should take the money. Take the money because it's just you getting your money back from them anyway. So
well, I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. But I mean, hey, listen, if I could be lazy and send a $7,000 tweet, yeah, I probably wouldn't be streaming for 8 hours. And that's why you guys support me so that I don't have to take $7,000 from anybody for any reason.
Pass on those kosher reparations.
Reparations. Sea Runner for 2 says, I could do it 3x in one day, but I would be chafed. Got to work on your stamina, Sea Runner. There's all sorts of prep work that goes into that. The Light Sport for 2 says 3 streams late 3 times. Perfect. 3 out of 3, baby. Couldn't ask for a better time. Thank you, Light Sport. It's just 3 out of 3 Garantha mistresses, all late. Josiah Bush for 5 says, was hoping to watch last night's Redoubt stream at work today, but it doesn't seem to be available. Right, so we were going to have Christian Mario on for a stream, but unfortunately his grandmother was in the hospital, and so he had to go be with her. Totally understandable. So if you guys want to pray for Christian Mario's grandmother. So last minute we had to cancel the stream. So I came home, got ready for the stream, and then canceled it like 5 minutes before we were supposed to go live. So we'll probably reschedule that to another point in time. I'm not sure when, but yeah, thank you, Josiah. Moonman, remember for 4 months. Thank you, Moonman. Preemptive Richard Tito, or else. All right. Got the Tito pair, which also showed up on the... I find it so funny, Moonman. If you weren't here earlier, the Tito pair showed up on the Anti-Hero podcast, Nikki, MGTV, whatever it is, that guy who covers Brovet drama, and also the new Tier 1 podcast, because we were featured in a clip and it was the Tito pair.
I knew he would be thoroughly pleased once he seen that.
It's infecting all corners of the internet. Guns, Gas, and God for 2 says, don't forget now, you promised a music playlist. I just have to get around to it. Honestly, I just need thumbnails. I have all the audio files, but I just need thumbnails. That's it. Thank you, Guns, Gas, and God. Appreciate it, sir. Bryce Kimball becomes a new YouTube member. I appreciate it, Bryce. Thank you very much, sir. I see you all the time hanging out. Subarctic Psycho for 2 says, I swear if you do a 4th stream. Listen, what's wrong with the 4th stream? Maybe we'll get up at I'll take an hour nap, 2-hour nap. We'll be back at 2 in the morning. And you guys can wake up to me. You can wake up to this. You can fall asleep to my voice and wake up to the sound of my voice. How does that sound? Thank you, Subarctic Psycho.
Sounds like I did that last night.
I was gonna say I do.
Well,
it
people
quite often.
do that. People do that in the VC all the time too. They're just sleeping in the Discord.
Yeah.
Jake.
Central Saints Defense for 2 blessed us with the 3rd stream. I did. Thank you, Ben. Hope you're having a good night tonight. If you're working all day, I hope that this lined up really well and you had some mild entertainment while you were out and about. Gabriel Baker for 5 says, really cool. You're going to be doing 3 streams a day from now on. That's never happening, dude. People who are like actual streamers who stream like 8 hours a day, I don't know how they do it. Like, it's kind of miserable after a little while. Like, talking and hanging out with people is fun and everything, but just sitting here not doing anything, like I had to take hour and a half breaks every time, even for like a 2-hour stream. Yeah, I don't know how they do it. Thank you, Gabriel.
Well, in total, like, aren't you almost at 4 hours, or we're gonna be?
Well, so the first stream was only an hour and a half, hour 45. The second stream was 2.5, so it was only about 4 hours total. And still, I had an hour and a half, 2-hour break between each stream. So, I mean, like, for me, it's like, oh my gosh, I got to go sit down for another 2 hours now because we're going to be going to midnight one way or the other.
Midnight for me is an hour. Sorry.
Well, midnight for me is an hour and 45. So, gonna be at least a 2-hour stream tonight, or roughly 2-hour stream. Stratton Branch for 5 says handsome Hawkeye. That's right. You never know what Hawkeye you're going to pull. Sometimes you get handsome hookah Hawkeye. Sometimes you get handsome hat Hawkeye. You never know. Never know what you're going to pull. Speaking of pulling, John's wife for 5 says a Hawkeye neck sighting is like an ankle sighting to the Amish. Disturbing. Whoa. All right. Well,
I have
thank you
it
very
hidden.
much.
Come on.
It's like cover it up. You have a turtleneck sweater, right? So it just goes all the way up.
Yeah.
New Backful produces happy B-Day, man. Just realized. Well, hey, the third birthday stream you realize. Well, I appreciate it, New Backful. Thanks, man. Sea Runner for 2 says the K is silent. They switched up when he went viral. I bet. Kanika. If you have Google try and sound that out for you, it says Kanika. Moonman for 2 says focus trip ASMR. Sleep paralysis demon went. Well, I hope that it never reaches that point for you, because if it does, my sleep paralysis demon will do terrible things to you. Central Saints Defense again, Ben for 5. 3-peat stream is what I needed after the past 2 weeks of work. Well, hey, I'm glad that it could provide some much needed entertainment distraction from a very real, very difficult job, unlike what I do. Because what I do is straight up cringe. Focus Trip Trench wants to 1v1 you in Blood Gulch. He called you names too. Thought it was rude, to be honest. No, I was watching his stream. While I was in between streams, I was dry firing and watching Trench stream. He wants to 1v1 me in Halo, which should be easy. Should be easy work for me. Well, I'm gonna goad him into betting like $1,000 on it. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Halo 2 lockout, BRs only. Uncle OG, happy B-Day, John. Crisis King. Thank you, Uncle OG, and thank you for coming on earlier as well, sir. Appreciate it. That was a great chat. Stratton Branch again for 5 says, how is the shutdown affecting Moonman? I think Moonman is essential personnel, so I don't know if he even gets time off, but yeah. We hope that's what he says. It's called being essential. You wouldn't get it because Moonman is essential, both in our hearts to this stream's bottom line and to the federal government. Very important news. Very important news is for all of you Noggers out there, I just want you to know that you are on the same side as David Nog, right? So for all the Noggers out there who want to claim supremacy over the true American cider, that is the true cider chads out there. You have aligned yourself with evil twink femboy Bussy personified. March for eggnog, David Nog. I'm sorry. And Charlie Cox agrees with me, right? I got the cock on my side. You really want to be on the same team as David Nog? Anti-Nog for life. True.
Well, you also have James Reeves on your side.
Oh, I know I do. I got James and Hop on my side. They are a Nog-free household, I'll have you know. No Noggers in this stream. No Nogs in my house. It's true. It's true.
You know, historically, there was a while where America tried banning apples because all we did was just make booze out of it. I didn't see America trying to ban eggs.
Well, but if you ask people in the stream, they'll tell you that alcohol is essential to eggnog. So in a way, they were preventing you from reaching. They had legislation against reaching peak eggnog. So I don't know, man. Apple cider though, never on the ban, never destructive to society. Just saying.
You know, people are entitled to their opinions, no matter how wrong they are.
Sure. Well, in you know, maybe it's not all bad though, because every now and again there's somebody that you just find a little distasteful that maybe says something correct.
But
here we have my favorite socialist, Bernie Sanders, who has 3 houses, I want to say, and is worth several millions of dollars, because I want to say he has a house in Vermont, and then he has a second lake vacation house in Vermont, and then he has a residence or a house in DC as well, which is always my favorite. As soon as a socialist becomes a millionaire, it is no longer the millionaires are the bad guys. It then gets upgraded to then, oh, actually the billionaires are the bad guys. And they just keep moving the goalpost, right? However rich you are, it is people that are richer than you that are the problem, right?
if you don't have any borders, then you don't have a nation, right? In a sense. So has historically the United States...
I was told that was extremely racist as well, to not advocate for open borders, to believe that if you don't have borders, you don't have a nation because you don't have a people group. I was told that was very racist not too long ago.
If you don't have any borders, then you don't have a nation, right? In a sense. So has historically the United States done well on the Democrats and Republicans in protecting the border? The answer is no. Trump did a better job. I don't like Trump, but we should have a secure border, and it ain't that hard to do. Biden didn't do it. Those before him did not do it. We should have a secure border, period. If you don't have any borders, then you don't have a nation, right?
I mean, that's a generically sounding conservative take almost.
It sounds almost like he's saying this because they're starting to intrude on his neighborhood now.
Yeah, there's a little too many migrants floating through Vermont. Although, what is it? Yeah. There was that article floating around. It's like, why is Maine the safest state in the United States? And it's like 97% white, 96% white, and it's like,
no.
Furthest away from Mexico.
I could tell you, but you won't like it. My internet chungus life. I'm sorry, bro. Gloop's internet did not hold out for this stream. I tried.
It's probably the shortest appearance on the stream's history.
Hop says he's combining nationalism and closed borders, secure borders, and socialism. Wait a second. What's going on?
He is democratic.
No, I know. Oh, I know. Yeah, no, it's a standard talking point from not that long ago. Like, I mean, Bill Clinton and lots of people ran on a secure border. I mean, did you guys see what Hillary had said about black people being super predators? Like these were like normal takes not too long ago.
Is that why she had to start carrying hot sauce in her purse?
Yeah. Well, that's to appeal to the modern youths when you need to actually win a voting demographic that hasn't always been favorable to you.
Oh, I thought she used it as like a decoy, throw it on the ground and run, kind of like you do dimes in certain neighborhoods.
Red Right Hand says all the U.S. billionaires' total net worth wouldn't run the U.S. government for more than 72 hours. Well, yeah, but that's just a testament to the man-made horrors beyond our comprehension that is the U.S. government budget, right? the insurmountable costs that the machine incurs on a daily basis is just nuts, right? Has the total jet debt doubled the national GDP yet? Because what is it? $40 trillion? I haven't kept up with it in a while. I know it's a big number, all right? Big number. Oh, sorry. Realize you guys weren't watching what I was watching. But speaking of borders and securing them preemptively, this is a preemptively secured border.
Yeah, well, I mean, the question is, bottom line, these are drug boats. If people want to stop seeing drug boats blow up, stop sending drugs to the United States.
But does it matter if it's in the United States?
Well, these are all in international waters. The boat.
Do a strike in the United States, or if Northern
Well, that's a different matter. Now you're talking about a law enforcement matter. In this particular case, there are people traveling on international waters headed towards the United States with hostilities in mind, which includes flooding our country with dangerous, deadly drugs. And they're going to be stopped. And that's what's happening. And in the case last week, you saw there was a submarine. It was a submarine. It was a submersible. That's a drug boat all the way through. We know what these boats are. The president just said it. We track them from the very beginning. We know who's on them, who they are, where they're coming from, what they have on them. You know, if you're running drug boats, you're in grave danger. Well,
I don't know, Jake. Trench is asking for you on stream, so you had better get on now before people beat you up. Get Hop on stream. I'd be happy to get Hop on stream. I don't want to incur on his Friday night if he has anything going on, but I'd be happy to get Hop on as well. Okay, he's fine. John's wife has a very important question. Zorp's toes or Hawkeye's neck? Which one is more disturbing? That's a good question.
Zorp's toes, because there's more of them.
Yeah, just because there's more of them. Bliss Luke says, does Interpol have jurisdiction in international waters? I don't know if it matters if you're the U.S. Air Force. I don't know if you care all that much, especially if you're trying to be antagonistic to some of these countries and you're like, we're just going to blow up a couple drug boats. What's somebody going to do? Tell us no? Yeah, you're going to find out why we don't have free healthcare, young man.
See, it'd be better if Trump started writing out letters to Marquis. That'd be more fun.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. That'd be kind of base. But we do have one kind of base clip from Trump today, which we'll just kill them straight up.
If you are declaring war against these cartels and Congress is likely to approve of that process, why not just ask for a declaration of war?
Well, I don't think we're going to necessarily ask for a declaration of war. I think we're just going to kill people that are bringing drugs into our country. Okay, we're going to kill them. You know, they're going to be like dead.
We're just going to kill them. You know, like dead. Yeah, there ain't nobody who's gonna tell him no. How about that? Jake, how's your night going, homie?
It's going fantastic, John. Happy soon to be birthday. You're almost an unk.
Almost
an old
unk
man.
status achieved.
You're losing your boyhood. I'm very proud of you.
The fact that I'm like 30 years old and I'm like, oh no, I'm not an old man. Trust me. It's like, come on.
Yeah,
come on.
you're old, man. It's okay. Just embrace it.
Oh, fine. Okay, guys, a wild hop is incoming. I hope. I was thinking he had better things to do with his Friday night, but apparently not, because it's Hop. And so he was probably drinking to himself and muttering slurs at his cat. Yeah, no more twink. It's time for the unk. We're out of our twink era. We're into the unk era. Jake, it took about 2 minutes, but we have requests for your toes once again.
I'm gonna say no on that one.
Booze out of that cup, man.
I know. I'm gonna say no on that one. Thanks for the offer, but no thanks.
Hey, so you guys remember Brandon Herrera, right? He's been.
Sounds familiar.
Who is that?
Yeah, he goes by the AK guy. I want to say. I think he has a YouTube channel.
Oh, that's the guy with the hair.
Yeah, I think he has some hair for sure. He's been making videos for a little while. He got like pretty popular. He's not a huge channel, but he got pretty popular. Does a podcast or something like that.
I thought he died in Ukraine.
Many people have died in the Ukraine, but not him.
He's a veteran of it, though.
Brandon Herrera is a veteran of Ukraine.
Brandon
Yeah,
Herr is
Purple
a
Heart.
veteran with a lot of medals, sir. He's served our country well.
See, I know you're joking with me, but I don't do sarcasm very
Yeah,
well.
that's
So
no. That's the Joke on Unsubscribe podcast. They like 2 years ago they said he was Eli kept trying to pin his Purple Heart on Brandon. He was freaking out, and then everybody just kept sending Brandon medals, and now there's like this whole lore behind him.
Yes,
So
they made
yeah.
Brandon wear a Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awkward. Yeah, I would feel weird. Like that
Yes.
doesn't feel right. Hop, how's
They,
your night
they
going?
forced the
Ooh.
Valor on him.
Not too bad.
What is your camera doing?
Same thing it always does.
it just looked like it tried to like make you wide. It got wide hot before GTA 6.
Yeah, that'll happen. Sometimes they turn pink. You never know.
Or purple.
Are we,
Purple's my favorite.
Are we going bottle for bottle right now? Or are we going case for case?
Shit. Hang in there, buddy. I don't know. I've got a couple beers left.
Okay. Fair.
Well, so Brandon Herrera, if you don't know, he was, what was he, 600 votes away from winning the Republican primary?
400
votes is very, very close. But apparently there is a push to remove the current, what's his face, Tony Gonzalez, after the Daily Mail revealed an alleged affair between him and his staffer, a very, very normal thing to do, Regina Aveles, who died after setting herself on fire. At least 2 San Antonio Republicans have been approached about running for Gonzalez's seat. So the woman, his mistress, it's such a wacky story. So Aveles died, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, on September 14th after she doused herself in gasoline and became engulfed in flames at her home in Uvalde, Texas. Gonzalez is currently running for re-election to represent the 23rd Congressional District in Texas. And I'm pretty sure that they just want to move him out of the way since your mistresses are dying under strange circumstances.
Yeah, I believe they call that self-immolation. It kind of
That's
comes
only
in
if
waves.
you light yourself, though.
She doesn't seem Indian though, so it's a little weird that she would choose that way, which is horrible. It's
Well,
horrible
I like how they phrase it. So she doused herself in gasoline and became engulfed in flames.
As one does.
It sounds like it happened to her. It's like, whoa!
Right.
All of a sudden she's
Well,
engulfed in flames.
It's
What
like
the heck?
did she do it, or did she just doused herself in gasoline for fun and accidentally got lit? on
Unrelated
fire?
incidents. She doused herself in
Unrelated.
flames, and in a completely unrelated, purely coincidental happenstance, she also caught fire.
Yeah. Trent, the self-immolation equals Glock's marketing team. No, that's the thing. Glock hasn't done any marketing. None. They didn't even make a post, I don't think. I think Catherine Glock is probably posting more than anybody else. But as far as I'm aware, they're just like, oh yeah, by the way, these are done. Well, we have a new model coming out eventually.
It's
Good luck.
Glock. You don't need marketing. 'Cause everyone's going to talk about it. I mean, it's like the most popular handgun in America.
It's like
Did
Magpul.
she
They don't
finally
actually have to
unblock
advertise; they
her-
just exist.
Yeah.
They just are.
If you just
She had her
exist and
comment
are the
blocked.
best, eventually word of mouth will carry the day.
Actually, we have a celebrity on the panel, Jake, because if I remember
Yeah.
correctly, Catherine Glock was actually, she, basically agrees with everything you said. She liked one of your comments
Yeah.
on Instagram, man.
Yeah, I mean, she basically wants to marry me, I think. Yeah, she liked one of my comments on Instagram, so things are pretty serious now.
So
So,
are you
I'm
saying that
taking
we
it slow.
could, if you play your cards right here, Jake, you could become the new owner of Glock. How does that make you feel?
You could be the next future Mrs. Glock.
Jake,
Future
trust
Mrs.
me.
Glock.
Trust me.
You're gonna be the Tony Soprano of horse cum.
Dude, meet a hot girl on Instagram, sliding her DMs worked great for me. So I believe in you, sir.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I'd have to learn about horses. Probably learn about Glocks too, because I'm kind of stupid. But yeah, it sounds. I'm not
Well,
closing
you're-
any doors off. I'm gonna remain open to the idea.
Well, you know what? That's actually a good point. It's probably because she saw your toes on stream that one time, Jake.
That's actually not a zero possibility. Like, yeah, well,
The fact that there is not a zero possibility that Catherine Glock has seen your toes on stream.
Jake, can you remind me why you decided to show your toes on stream again?
Someone
Did I
asked.
miss something?
because I'm innocent and someone said it and I just did it and I didn't think anything of it. And all of a sudden it becomes this big internet meme. And now I feel victimized. Truly victimized.
Now, speaking of marketing teams, like this is just what I live for right here. This is internet marketing 101. As Cook Club says, gun slop fever dream. This is just beautiful.
A good day. I want y'all to check out these headphones. They're for your shooting helmet. Revolutionary technology merges with functionality to allowing you to immerse yourself fully in the hunt.
They got their local meth head to do a Temu ad for AliExpress slop, and it's barely even on his head correctly. The headphones are like not on his ears and like tucked underneath this plastic shell that it's off centered. Like
Well,
the
it requires
mount
a
is over
normal
his right eye.
human that doesn't have sunken face features, right? I mean, that's the cavities where his teeth used to be.
Yeah. Hey, stop messaging me while I'm showing off my Instagram, people. Please.
Message
Keep
him
doing
more.
it.
Fuck it. Instagram is busted. You just need a separate account at this point.
I really do, dude. Every
Well,
time
I-
I go up there.
I'm not even really allowed to
it's
post
gone
stuff
now, too.
on Instagram, so I just keep it around for sharing cat reels with my closest 120
Camaraderies.
friends.
Somebody calling me a faggot. Normal.
It's
normal.
funny. I work in the trades and I have worked with like 100 people that are just like that guy. It's a very
yeah?
it's a very common like phenotype for tradesmen.
Can you tell me the going rate for an ad like this?
Dude, honestly, I like
Is a pack of
a
Marlboro
pack,
Reds?
dude, a pack of menthols and like maybe like a crack rock. I don't know.
No, a couple of Colt 45s and like maybe Mad Dog 2020.
I will
Oh, dude,
say though,
that sounds like way too much though.
I will say though, people who are on crack or on meth, if I can say those words on your stream, I don't know if I'm supposed
You can say crack meth, but not them
Okay,
separately.
they're fantastic. They're fantastic
workers.
workers. They're very motivated. They work fast. They don't
Very much.
necessarily work well, but they do work fast.
They're easy
So-
to incentivize.
Yes, 100%.
Amazing that you can go on YouTube and say crack and meth, but you can't say rape.
No, you can do that.
Well,
Well, you
There's
just
a
said
whole,
it.
there's a whole song about it. There's a whole song about it.
Wait, is that the spear chucker?
That is the spear chucker. That is
Oh my
Beast
goodness.
Hayabusa
Oh,
on
dude.
stream. Let's see if he figures out how to turn his mic on. Okay. Here's another wacky story because I did want to save one for Beast specifically.
The joining Hawkeye's freaking staring at me, dude.
I was trying to see what's under Hop's name. Sorry, I'm on my cell phone.
Why do you sound so much different, Spear Chucker? What the heck? What happened to your voice?
Can you guys
dog?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
What happened to your voice? Do you have a voice filter on your voice in Discord normally?
As
Why do you
the-
sound so much different?
The most optimized stream interface I've ever seen.
It's horrible.
You're
It's
on
fucking
your
horrible.
you're on your cell phone, aren't you? Yeah, it's not meant for cell phone people. You
No.
people are barely human.
No, because I have the app and I click on your link and it just sends me to the website. So 10 out of 10.
See, I'm
All right.
mesmerized by Hawkeye's piercing blue eyes. I think I
Garth
understand why people are
eyes.
calling him Handsome Hawkeye.
Yeah, we call it the Garthen Vril.
Holy shit. It's like the meme where the guy with the blue eyes blinks and then he plays that like flashbang sound effect.
Right.
Jesus.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. There's a galaxy in those eyes. You get
Good
lost in
grief.
there.
Imagine how
Find your
clear
way
they'd
back.
be if he wasn't smoking.
Did any of you guys ever invest in CSGO skins? Because that market,
Absolutely not.
that market was wild. Absolutely wild. Now, this is essentially a unregulated market because I kid you not, there were potentially billions of dollars worth of quote unquote assets being digital skins essentially wiped out by a random update. No warning, no nothing, gone instantaneously. And there were individuals through gambling websites or through regular procurement or whatnot had acquired and stored 50, 60, 70, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of these skins as some sort of investment portfolio, if you will. Yes, these are CSGO skins. And this is tragic, of course. A Chinese student jumped off a building today because of Counter-Strike 2 skins market crash, which everything essentially went down to zero because a lot of through an update that I believe allowed you to acquire a lot of these quote-unquote rare items. So they're, again, just digital items. They're not real things. They're not tangible in this marketplace. The market essentially crashed to zero. And yeah, $4.4 billion, which was the market cap.
Wow.
And there were other Discord leaks of people saying that they killed themselves. They were done. It was over. People were legitimately using this like Bitcoin, like any sort of other asset that they were holding, and the value was going up. For a while, it was a good investment, but Valve being Valve was like, actually, it's over. And so, yeah, you know, people's portfolios, it's an unregulated market, so there's no recourse, right?
Yeah, it's
there's
like
nothing.
an unsecured NFT, right?
Yeah,
Can
it's
you
nothing.
imagine?
There's no
it's
backing
like,
to it.
It's like, what did you put your money in? Gold, Bitcoin, which also could crash at an update. Guns. I put my shit in a video game and then it updated. Fuck me.
So I learned about this like 90 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to figure it out. But like, did anybody ever successfully extract value from this, or was it
Yes.
completely speculative?
CSGO
100%.
Marketplace, I'm just Googling it right now. CSGO Marketplace is a real thing where you can buy and sell skins, right? And you can acquire these skins through gameplay for different things. So for instance, these are, right, values of different things that are, you know, worth a lot of money because of their rarity, because of how hard they are to get. So people would acquire them and then hold them. It's very, very rare knives or skins or whatever it might be. Things would go up in value, things would go down in value. However, let's say this knife right here, if they gave everybody this knife in a free update, well, that value goes down to zero, right? Or if they allowed you to access it through challenges, well, that value went down to zero, basically, right? If you can grind for it, it's not worth it.
So I guess surely if people thought it was really worth this much, there were people that were actually extracting cash, you know, US dollars or whatever out of the market out of this. So some people were making money and other people were saying, I'm going to wait and make more money later.
Yeah,
Correct.
I think they
There
were
are-
using it. I think a lot of people were using it for like money laundering, criminal enterprise type things, because it's just another way that you can, you know,
Well,
move money around. But
if
also,
you-
I will say, if you there's a couple of really good videos on this. I don't know the specific videos, but I know CoffeeZilla has done videos on the skin trading stuff through CS:GO and through Steam, and then also Spiffing Brit. If you've ever watched him, he has a really good video where he kind of like explains how easily you can do market manipulation on these things, and he demonstrates it. So those are two good channels to check out for this, but it's pretty crazy.
So should I add this to cart or no?
No.
8,700? No?
It's
I mean,
your
not worth it?
birthday,
It's your
John.
birthday. Treat yourself.
It's
Come on.
true. That's a good point. So yeah, so there were scams back in the day. Like this was probably almost a decade ago at this point, but there was this thing called CS:GO Lottery, where you could actually purchase bundles and boxes of things, right, of different items, and then they would. But the scam is that while the packs were real, when they paid influencers to shill their website, which one of the owners was also shilling the website without disclosing that he was an owner of the website, they would give people codes that would increase their chance of winning, right? So you'd see your favorite streamer who's shilling CS:GO Lottery, he'd play the lottery at a double, triple, quintuple rate of winning than the average Joe and be like, whoa, look at this skin that I just got for $5, dude. This skin's $500. Like, that's crazy, right? And then you would go in there and spend hundreds of your hard-earned dollars and not make anything on it. So no, there were quite literally lottery systems, these marketplace apps, all sorts of different ways to get one skin from one person to another with middlemen. lotteries. People were holding these skins quite literally as a bank. Some people had 40, 50, 60 of these things, these multi-$1,000 items just sitting in their inventory waiting to be sold. And that's like walking in, that's like, Venezuela at 100,000% inflation, right? That your $10,000 in the bank today is worth 50, $100
Well, even
tomorrow.
Venezuela has started using RuneScape Gold.
Well, what's funny is, yes, RuneScape Gold does have a higher value than Venezuelan currency, right? But RuneScape tomorrow could say, actually, everybody gets 1 billion gold. And then RuneScape money goes down to nothing, right? It is worthless through a random update that you can't stop and you have no recourse to because it is a unregistered market.
I'm sure that the spooks in DC are working on a way to devalue RuneScape Gold at the moment.
It is. I mean, it's done years ago. The RuneScape market already crashed. I played it back in 2002. So, as soon as the marketplace got funky with the Grand Exchange, I just stopped playing.
Damn, Hawkeye is old.
Hawkeye is an OG RuneScape investor, dude. I was doing RuneScapes or rug pulls and RuneScape while you were in diapers, son.
Dude, this man's been wanting to buy GF for longer than most of you have been alive. It's absolutely hilarious that American video games have more value in them than entire foreign economies. It's to us, it's like a tertiary or quaternary market, and for them, it's like that's more money that I could hope to make in my entire lifetime. That's an amount of money I can retire on. What do I invest in? Do I invest in oil field futures? No, I invest in RuneScape.
Did you say quaternary?
That's the one after tertiary.
I've never heard that one. I've never heard somebody need to go.
I only know out to quaternary. I don't know what 5 is. I'm sorry.
It's quinternary or something like that.
That checks out. Yeah. And then sexternary, I'm sure.
These are fake words, I think.
These are not real words. You made that up. You made that up right now.
You don't need past tertiary most of the time.
No.
Well, we'll see what American GDP could do.
If you do say tertiary, though, people think you're really smart.
And imagine, well, no, I don't know. When you say quaternary, they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. You sound like an idiot, sir.
Yep, it's the bell curve.
There's a bell curve of how big the words are versus how smart you sound. And the biggest words, you just sound like an idiot again.
You sound like you're making shit up.
Yeah. Beast, how is your night going, by the way? I haven't asked you.
It's been going good, dude. I had a funny day at work, but outside of that, the usual.
Okay, as our Glock representative on the ground, how are Glock sales on the 3rd day of the Glock apocalypse?
So a couple distributors kept calling me and being like, hey, I found 2 of them under this box of used shoes, and I'd be like, hell yeah, dude, let me get 2 more. And I think we got 20 more in the back door a couple days, or excuse me, on the last few days. Mostly 43x48, because obviously those are still real guns. But yeah,
those aren't even the ones people want though, because they're still in stock.
There's still a rush on them though.
Still get them.
There's still been a rush on them though. I don't know why.
I went to my gun shop yesterday, and they still had all their Glocks, all the gens, all the sizes. Nobody was in there scalping them.
I mean, it's probably a smart move by Glock to be like, we're coming out with the V line because they wanted to move all their inventory. Sales were slow. It's like, fuck it, we'll change it.
It's a tough sales pitch to say you should upgrade from 3 to 4, 4 to 5. The differences aren't really there. But all of a sudden, if you could be like, oh, by the way, they're going away forever, then people can be like, oh, maybe I should buy a Generation 4 or Generation 5, whatever.
It's been mostly online.
Generation 4s still around?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I never see one ever.
Lipsy's has 500.
I want to say they're not in production, but maybe I'm bullshitting, because Generation 4 never made it to the roster. So when they came out with Gen 5, there was a reason to keep Gen 3 around because it was rostered, and the roster's a pain in the ass. Gen 5 was the current one. I think Gen 4 might have actually gone out of production.
To me, Gen 4 seems like the most slept on generation, and the one that I didn't even know existed until I got one.
It was slept on for a reason. It was Gen 4 had it was when they switched to a double captive recoil spring, or RSA. The triggers were worse, and there were reliability issues. And I think it's because supposedly, this is just what I've heard. I never had issues myself, but what I heard from Gen 4 Glock was that they switched up the recoil spring to be optimized for the 40s, and so all the 9s sucked, like they didn't shoot right. and they had to replace a bunch of recoil springs immediately after launch. So like
Plus
when
they
Gen,
had-
you know, Gen 3 Glock, unimpeachable reliability, Gen 4 Glock comes out, and as from what I remember, Gen 4 Glocks were not reliable on launch. And for a Glock to not be reliable is like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And I think Gen 4 got a really bad rep right off that bat. But once the triggers break in, they're basically as good as Gen 3. The reliability was fixed. Like Gen 4s are fine if you don't mind finger grooves.
Yeah. I'm wondering if they're going to reintroduce a finger groove module option for the Gen 6 so that you can have either way, you know? It's the best of both worlds.
Randy, Trench Grenade, can you switch to CZ so we never have videos on the same topic anymore? Damn. Damn, Randy. Being mean.
I think.
Yeah, I
think-
don't know anything about Glocks. I'm not a huge fan of them. Just get a CZ like a real
Yeah,
man.
shut your mouth, Hawkeye. I think if
A
Trench
real what kind of
switched-
man? I mean, no offense. I'm going to guess that you're already twink dead and Focus Strip's about to be in a year. So you guys cannot be shooting CZs anymore. It's too late for you. You already...
No,
Yeah,
I
if Trench-
picked up an Archon, and that's my only polymer 9 I own, and that one's pretty nice.
Yes, because you
Good
cannot
enough, I
own
guess.
anything normal. Okay, that's the reason.
I own
was
So
gonna
it's a
say,
curse
11,
that
that's
beast. That's the
normal?
best of us. All right.
if Trench gets a CZ, he will actually be obligated legally to marry a man at that point.
It's actually in the fine print. Yeah.
It's tragic.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was married before I got a CZ, because otherwise
You
I'd be
filling
out.
out your 4473 and there's a secret last question after you like the no, I'm not illegal, no, I'm not going to sell this gun, and then the last one is like, you're gay, right? And you're like, wait, this looks like a different form. You're like, yeah, it's because you're buying a CZ.
It's just
that's the
just a
CZ
GIF.
form.
It's a
I
GIF
gotta
of
say,
that black man. Why are you gay?
I do need to say, Gloop commented earlier. He said I speak on his behalf because Gloop is a good buddy. But he had technical difficulties. He's a great kid. And
Hey Andy,
he-
I wouldn't trust you with your eyesight, okay, buddy? I don't know if you can say that about the P10 series.
Gloop was happy to be here, and I would just like to say that I'll be speaking for Gloop this evening. He's with us in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to do the Appalachia accent, though.
I can't do that.
Yeah, Overton. So the Gen V is not the Gen 6. It's literally just a 5.1. It's a slight update to stop the switches from switching on them. Even though, like I've said, or like other people have said, like it's going to take people a couple days to figure out how to switch.
3 to 7 minutes after the
You
gun.
can also
picks up.
just deliberately
Have another one.
reinstall your trigger group incorrectly and you get free binary.
Yeah, I can do that too. Although I am interested. Okay, Beast, have you even seen it? What a Gen V backplate looks like? If they even have one, like what did they do? Did they make it to where you can't take the
I've
backplate
seen
off?
images. I've seen images and it looks. I mean, look, I'm not like Glock's biggest enjoyer. Like I have one, but I don't stare lovingly at the backplate. It looks very similar to me.
I hope it looks like a duck, like the ones on the SIGs.
Yeah.
Yes, this is like a really weird shape.
I hope it has a horse on it.
It has an IQ test to take the backplate off, so it instantly removes most Switch users from the market.
They just make the Punisher
me.
skull default now instead of having to pay
No.
some guy $10 for one.
What they do is they just make it look like a smoke detector battery cover.
It's actually a very classic IQ test to do on people online when they're like, how do I take my Glock apart? You tell them to wedge a screwdriver into the back and pry the back plate off without depressing the striker system.
Yeah.
And if they try hard enough, they'll get it off.
One way or the other, it will. Inshallah, it shall come off.
Yeah, it's coming off one way or the other.
Hmm.
It's not going to look that good afterwards.
Oh well, the stock ones are polymer, aren't they? So yeah,
Metal.
that'll come
It's
off.
it's a metal
They're-
back and a
yeah.
polymer front, and yeah.
I
You
think
got to
somebody.
depress the striker sleeve or some shit. Whatever.
I think somebody did that to mine before I owned it, and it's painful to look at. But it wasn't me, I swear.
That's why you
Sure,
replace it with an
sure.
aftermarket one that says something that'll get you in trouble with the courts.
Right.
Oh yes.
Deus Volt, he had it coming.
I'm gonna get
I
one
only
that has
shoot gay
a.
cops.
I'm gonna get one that has the Story of David on it.
That's a get out of jail free card right there.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, hey, we're in for our caliber nerd discussion now. So I hope I have two of the most.
Hold on.
All right, fine. Because I have two of the most autistically retarded caliber nerds here. So I this is not an April Fool's joke. but I have quite literally the greatest caliber ever devised by man. Unfortunately, it's made by 6
Mag.
No, what's the 338 Federal? That's the one where it's 308 but fat. That's the one.
They stick a 338 and a 30-06, and they're like, "Yep, looks good to me."
There's a better 338 that'll be coming out soon.
Well, I know you keep teasing everybody with that
Yeah.
round that runs on fairy
Yeah.
dust or something. But no, here it is. Are you guys ready? So no, this is not an April Fool's joke. This is very real. All right, the 5.56 Max, which it's so it's a bimetal case made by 6 Hour, of course. So Mark 18 barrel lengths now equal or exceed that of an M16A2 20-inch. So
Sounds like a rounding error.
Yeah, though not as devastating as the XM1186, the 6.8x51 general purpose cartridge fired from the M7 rifles, it outperforms N95 armor piercing fired from an M4A1. So they are claiming 3,200 FPS out of a 10.5 barrel. With this 5.56 Max bimetal case, we're talking 80,000 PSI, we're talking 2,000 round barrel life on these bad boys, broken feed ramps, all 9 yards for the 5.56 Max.
What the fuck are the bolt lugs made out of? Because that's like the biggest issue with the AR-15 with like high pressure cartridges. The bolts just kind of break and do weird shit.
I mean, I'm
This is
curious
probably
to
what
see
they should have done in the first place. If it's the sort of thing that you start doing optimistically, you're like, yeah, we have no issue replacing barrels more aggressively. You know, like we track round counts and we replace barrels in bulk carrier groups, you know, in regular maintenance intervals to allow us to keep shooting this stuff. But then the reality is once you actually start using this stuff in like the field, nobody can get spare bulk carrier groups or no barrels can get replaced and the guns all become completely useless really fast.
Well,
it's cool.
I kind of agree with that. I think the bolts will be okay as long as they're using something like the RABCG or, you know, some of the other like techno bolts that we have.
Guys just got that
LMD.
new Carpenter 158 Plus that they built to make 6-arc work. Like it's probably, you know, similar. You use the better steel, you're going to get more bolt life. You use the new bolt lug geometry that CAC is doing.
CAC and LMT have their special round lug designs or whatnot. So I think there's ways to make it work. But my point is, wasn't this the simpler idea in the first place? Like, just do this with we already have 308. Just make a bimetal 308 case if you want faster 30 cals. And we already have 5.56 if you want to penetrate armor. Just make a 72 grain projectile go really, really fast.
You think anybody in the government knows anything about exterior ballistics?
No.
Yeah, Joe,
Throat
what
erosion
is
is
throat
false.
erosion?
No.
Wait, you're saying Hawkeye saying big throat erosion is not real?
No. If you ignore it, it doesn't exist. Fuck it.
It'll go away on its own.
I bet you have problems with throat erosion.
Somebody said it. I didn't. Oh,
But this is kind of curious to me because if you look at the new, I always want to call it something else, the new Mohawk, the 516 or whatever, it looks like they grafted an XM7 onto a 5.56 Lover. And no one, as far as I'm aware, has seen the internals on that rifle, which, you know, I've given them money already, which is awesome. Haven't seen it. It's supposed to be out 2 months ago. I'm curious if this rifle is what this was designed for, right? Because it looks massively overbuilt on the top end, and it has the same manual of arms as the XM7 because it has the same upper receiver pretty much.
So wait, do we have an
I feel like-
XM7K?
Well, it's more so just as a replacement, right? Like everyone was kind of theory crafting, like, well, when the XM7 shits the bed, we're gonna go back to an AR-15. Well, this is the AR-15 in 5.56 with an overbuilt XM7 AR-15 hybrid with the same manual of arms with the dual charging handles. It's got the same lower receiver as the Spear Light. I mean, SIG kind of gearing up to replace themselves with this, because this is like the final piece of the puzzle, right? Everyone's like, well, what are they gonna do? Just run normal ammo through it? It's just a regular, 416 clone that smells weird.
I say
But
CMMG
my
kind of already had this figured out with the Mark 47, which is an AR-15 size lower with an AR-10-ish size upper, so they can use a larger bolt carrier group.
Yeah, you have a 308 bolt rather than a 5.56 bolt. on it.
This is, I think, this is kind of what we keep talking about. It's like the real future of the platform seems to be the AR-12.5, where you use the ICAR magwell, which is a little bit bigger in between 15 and 10. You use a slightly beefed up upper in between 15 and 10. You end up with the AR-12.5, which is like, it's just a slightly scaled up AR that can handle these new intermediate plus cartridges. We don't want to go to 308 and 6.5. That's our 6.5 Creed. That's like too much work, too much bulk, too much expense, too much ammo weight. But we do want to be able to shoot 6 arc without blowing the guns up after 3,000 rounds. We want to be able to shoot this 5.56 max without blowing up the guns. So let's just scale up everything a little tiny bit, and we still basically retain all of the beauty of the AR-15 platform, but we get more performance out of the cartridge. I think it's sensible, but as small as the change is, it still is a complete replacement of every single lower, every single upper, every single magazine, maybe even a lot of LBE, because magazine pouches are going to be just that much wider. Maybe they're not going to fit anymore. Like, I mean, it's still an expense, but at least the thing you end up with is worth something versus the expense of replacing all that shit with the XM7 and then realizing it's not good and you made a mistake. You're spending the money either way.
Well, the question is with this, because they're saying 5.56 max. So is it based off of a different parent case rather than the normal 5.56? Because like the 6 max is, I think, like the 350 Legend.
350 Legend case. Because it's
350
longer.
Legend neck down. Well, yeah, it's more powder capacity. So
yeah, the
I mean, that's the other thing too. Is so if it's 5.56 max, we'll say call it 6 max neck down, which I don't know why you would, but sure.
As far as I can tell, just by looking at it, I think they did want a bullet that would retain the same overall size as the 5.56, right? And the only
my
way
understanding is that 5.56
5.56
max will chamber and fire out of a 5.56 gun. It's just not going to be good for it.
No. But
okay.
And then that kind of is part of the problem, right? So you have magazine compatibility and kind of parts compatibility because it will run in a standard barrel, right? But you're probably going to need special coatings, and then you might need different lug geometry for your bolt and for your barrel extension, right? So even if it will quote unquote run in a normal 5.56, I don't think people are going to be slapping these in their M4A1s and just go into town.
I'm sure if you use like S7 steel, like a shock resistant steel for the bolt, it'd be pretty good. And there are some pretty good trick coatings out there. I was just talking to a company today about doing some of my guns, and it seemed pretty promising. So I'll get back to you on that. But I think material science is one of the things that will be pushing firearms technology forward. Like my cartridge only works because of a new powder, and if I didn't have that powder, my cartridge wouldn't fucking give me the numbers I wanted at all. So I'm hopeful for the future. And then the last thing would be the primers. Like how much pressure before you start having issues with the primers popping.
Well, and that's what who was just saying it up there.
Yeah, Overton said that they were testing it. It was pop primer after pop primer. So
well, I mean, listen, 80,000 psi on a small rifle primer is the weakest part of the case for sure. You know,
and there's ways to get around that too.
Yeah, they do have small rifle magnum primers, I think. So those might work, but
you can change the dimensioning on the. You can change the dimensioning on the bolt face. You can change the flash hole like in the cartridge. Like there's ways to get around overpressuring, but it's all just kind of like bootleg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure it's not. I don't think this is coming to market anytime soon. So I'm sure this is early testing phases or like midway through testing phases for the cartridge. But there's only so many ways to get more performance out of a round, right? We got to go to a totally different case like we did with 6.8x51, or if we want to use the same case, well, now we have to up the pressure. Like there's only bullet tech. Okay, there's cool bullets out there.
You can't escape thermodynamics, right? Like there's a 0 point somewhere you got to start pushing.
Yeah. But it's like if we want more out of an AR-15 size platform, we either go with a special round like 6 arc, but then we have to switch out all the parts anyways, or we say, well, let's use the same thing, but go from 55 to 80,000 psi. You know, we'll just take a huge step up and still end up replacing most of the parts anyways.
Well, the powder that I'm using, it has a slower burn rate initially, and then as the powder, the round as it burns down, it goes into like a pistol powder almost. and then it'll increase in pressure because as the bullet leaves the cartridge, right, you instantly have a decrease in pressure. So the way that the powder is designed is after it burns slow like a rifle, it'll burn faster and maintain pressure, the same pressure for longer. So I am running my cartridge at 62,000 PSI, but I'm holding that pressure for longer inside of the rifle. And that's how I'm getting those numbers. So I think that it is also going to be, that could be a good stopgap, or even just for modern use in like a 5.56. Like load that up to 62,000 with a powder design like that, and I think you'll see similar, better numbers.
Yeah, Gunpowder Alchemist over here. Hey B, so was that upper running this stuff? Was it more like just an MCX, like an overbuilt MCX upper, or was it like a mini M7?
No, it literally looks almost exactly the same as the XM7. I've obviously only seen pictures and videos and stuff, but like if you take the dimensions with the buffer tube and all the other stuff, it looks very similar. And what's also interesting, I just realized it also looks very similar to the Lick, minus the like weird FAL receiver extension. Like they basically look the same gun now.
Yeah, that is interesting that that's also kind of going into testing at the same time frame. That 6.5x43, right? 6.5x43. That's the one with the LICC. But yeah, I mean, I think that these will eventually just all return to full steel cases.
John, if I may, as the resident ballistic expert who has been drinking a little bit of whiskey, I'm kind of curious as to why we are not using 22 long rifle, because it is the deadliest round. If you look at statistics, it has killed the most people, and we know it bounces around inside the skull. So I'm just wondering why we're not using that in a serious combat role as opposed to these new whiz-bang cartridges that are going to burn out barrels. Seems kind of silly to me, you know?
Very, very
Find
interesting.
a company that can produce the American 180 in large enough quantities to
Exactly.
the entire U.S. military, because that's what we need. It's all about volume of fire. It's not about terminal ballistics. If the round is going, a foot over the opponent's head, it doesn't matter what caliber it is. It just matters that it gets there. 22 long
100%.
rifle will still do it.
Hop, I'm actually agreeing with you right now. I've never agreed with you before, but I'm going to agree with you right now. I think that's a great idea.
You've agreed with me a lot. You just don't want to admit it.
No. Hey, and I mean, if 22 is good for crowd control, a less lethal alternative, as we've seen in some parts of the world,
Depends
and
where you
it's
shoot 'em.
also good
Really?
in combat applications, then it's just like the universal all-around perfect cartridge. I really like it. I think it's a good idea.
If you shoot them below the belt, it's less lethal. If you shoot them above the belt, it's a military cartridge of perfectly adequate stopping power. I mean, it really is all things to all men.
It truly is. John, I can tell you've never read up on IDF doctrine, so you probably don't know about these things. But it's very
I
true.
didn't know. I didn't realize that was where the 22 crowd control came from. That's funny.
100%.
There is an IDF integrally suppressed 1022 that they use as crowd control, and it's just where you shoot them that makes it a less lethal gun. It's actually.
So are you just doming children in the crowd?
No, not doming, unless you consider the kneecap to be a different type of dome. That's the deal.
Well, and here's the thing: kneecap is, kneecap height. If they're children, then it's not necessarily a knee shot. It's more like upper chest, head. So it gets
There is a risk
muddy.
that if you go for a kneecap shot on a tall person, you might hit a short person and not get them in the knees. That is a problem. That can happen.
But it's just the consequences of war. It happens. We have
The
to be okay with these
drippiest Ruger
things.
1022 was promised to them 8 bajillion years ago.
So the question is, would you rather be shot in the head with like a beanbag or CS round, or in the knee with a 22 long rifle? Obviously, one of those things is considered to be a lethal firearm, and one of them is not. But where
What
you
distance?
get hit matters a lot more than what you get hit by, right?
What distance? Because one of those things can be lethal at point blank range. Because if somebody put the muzzle of a shotgun next to me with a beanbag round in it, I'm pretty sure I'm still dying from that.
Well, even a moderate range, a beanbag or CS round to the head is still going to take you out. A CS round to the chest is going to crack all your ribs and put you into cardiac arrest. But a 22 long rifle to the knee hey man, just walk it off, right?
My knees don't work good
No.
to begin with, so I mean, I don't know if I'm protecting all that much. Yeah,
Well,
22.
no.
yeah.
Counterpoint. Then what's the harm? Your knees are already.
Well, no,
fucked.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
what
okay,
I'm saying,
yeah, yeah.
right? Why am I
Honestly,
protecting? It's like
only if you're a
protecting a
military
CS:GO
member,
skin as
your
an
knees don't
investment. It's
count.
not a great idea. There's no value there.
You're basically 30 anyway. You've got one more year to use those knees. You might as well let them shoot you in them.
No, Overston Windex, who's gonna step up for science? I have a great
Who
idea
is?
for a new video. We're gonna shoot
Talk
one
about
man in the
8-6?
head.
No.
Uh,
Okay. John, here's the thing. With the
Mhm.
1022 to the knee, if you did get shot, 1 second. If you do get shot in the knee with a 1022, 22 caliber,
uh-huh.
that does put you in the hospital. You're going to be in an operating room. Free knee
Nah, I'm built
surgery.
different.
Free
Not
knee
if you've
surgery.
been building up your immunity by shooting yourself with like 17 calibers. Up to
Yeah,
that
that's
point.
true.
No, you
But if
start
they're
out with airsoft, and then you get BB guns, and then you go up to CO2, and then you go up to 17, then 22 short, and then eventually you get the Mac Daddy 22 long rifle.
I'm just saying, if they're already in there messing around, poking around your knee, they're gonna fix everything else, right? So it's like it's kind of like a glitch. You know, you get a free
face
knee
when
surgery.
knee surgery tomorrow. The stupid boomer meme. My face when knee surgery tomorrow. It's just Jake with the 22 pointed at my pantella tendon.
Just
I'll do that for you, John.
Yeah. All right. Well, dude, I have
Well,
a
that was
collection.
stimulating.
I have a collection of wacky stories for you guys. What do you guys want to talk about? You guys want something serious, or Jake? How drunk are you? All right.
I'm getting
Jake,
there.
you better be drinking out of that cup I gave
All
you,
right.
cocksucker.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
1 second. I do not drink out of the cum chalice. Whatever you do, do not drink out of the cum chalice.
You know, there's part of me that's still concerned that you might have put
All
some
right.
substance
I
within
didn't.
the
All
clay
right,
of this
Jake.
cup.
Don't get your
I
germs
need-
on Carl's cum chalice. He's got to do
Look, that's a
that.
beautiful cup I made for you, homeboy. Drink out of it. It's good.
Looks like a
Jake,
sake cup.
Jake, I just want to know. I'm just out of curiosity. What, on a scale of 1 to 10, how attractive do you find this female?
That kind of looks like a man, so I'm gonna say 0.
The answer should be 0. Look at that chin.
She has some very impressive deltoids.
Is that actually a woman?
I don't know.
No.
I think it's a man. I'm gonna say 0.
Yeah, you're right. No, that is indeed a man. So this is funny. This is just kind of
Flawless. Nailed it.
Transgender swimmer banned 5 years for refusing sex test after dominating female competition. Yes, that absolute unit on the right is just murking females in swimming somehow. You know,
Can
we
I-
don't know.
Can I ask an innocent question?
Go for it.
What is a sex test?
It's literally genital inspection.
Okay, I was gonna be like
They
they make
just
you
like those
they make
finger
you do
waves
some
when they do
sex
this.
and they grade you on it. They're like, all right, have
you
sex.
know what it is.
Go have sex
You
right
know
now. We'll
what
see if
it
it's good.
Yeah, the sex test. You have to score an 80% on your sex test to pass.
I'm sorry, but your assigned partner says that you did not pass the sex test.
You just fucking starfish the whole entire time.
You didn't do a good enough job, and now you're banned from the Olympics.
Yeah, Hannah. This is Hannah. So you don't like Hannah, Jake? You're pretty bigoted to me, man. From women swimming for 5 years after refusing to undergo sex verification screening.
Oh,
to
sex
prove
verification. That's different. They shouldn't call it a
That's
sex test, because that sounds so wrong.
sex test.
God. Yeah, I got a minor in that. Like, what are you talking about?
A minor sex test.
Excuse
Minor
me,
sex
what?
test. What's the
That's
difference?
what duct tape is for.
What do you mean you got a minor in
I
that?
majored in business and I minored in sex. What the fuck is that?
It's me. Right.
That sounds like a one-way ticket to jail, Hop.
You're not my priest.
That's generally how jail works. They don't
the
just let you leave
minor
afterwards.
sex test.
They've been letting a lot of people out of jail. I don't know if
No,
you
it's
kept
not
up
a.
with
It's
the
not
news.
sex in a minor. It's a minor in sex. Come on, get it straight. That's collegiate
Yeah,
America.
yeah, I agree. Thank you, Tom.
Can
You-
we get
you.
Matt Pranka in here? Can Matt Pranka get on the stream?
I am working on it. Okay, next month is the 1-year anniversary. I will get him back.
I really want to see
will
Hop.
happen.
I want to see Hop get his hug that he's been deprived of.
I might
for
just
so
have
long.
I might just have a chill Ben and Prankus stream. Okay, it's gonna be relaxed.
What about that makes you think it will be
they're-
chill?
They're gonna
No.
Ben's gonna
Dude.
laugh. Matt's gonna yell at me, and it'll be a good time. All right.
I have to say, the Drunk Hop stream was by far probably the best live stream you ever did in your life, dude. 10 out of 10.
Well, see, you have to be more specific when you say the Drunk Hop stream because you're implying that
one
there's
where
only one of them.
Yeah, the
No,
one
no,
where
no.
I was on. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, the one where you wanted and you were tweaking out at fucking Pranka. That one. 10 out of 10.
Every time Hop uses the restroom, it's a Drunk Hop stream. It's a pee joke.
No, I get it. It's just not funny.
Thanks.
Wow.
Thanks a lot,
Boom.
man.
Boom. Roasted. Get murked.
Jake, this is karma for you bullying me all the time.
Yeah, why are you mean to him? He's so dapper. Dapper is a good word, right? We don't.
You do not talk to him nearly as much as I do.
That's true. This
You
is
don't.
this is the second time I've seen him. The first time I've talked to him, so he might suck. I don't know. The
Oh,
fact
so-
that he's been sucking on a fucking Harry Potter wand the entire night is a little bit sus.
Oh, I
That's
got a
actually-
hat for that.
That's a
Oh, it's
dual
plugged
purpose
into something.
utensil. You see how it's got ridges on it? It's dual purpose.
I thought the wand chose the wizard, so maybe it's not his fault.
Wizard.
It's purple.
Wizard
No, I've
is
seen the hat.
purple.
Yeah, I've seen the hat. Last time I saw you there, the hat was involved, so that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I'm looking forward to the hat stream.
Yeah, we have to do a hat stream as well because that's also coming up on a year.
As long as you don't start
I
doing
do-
that annoying right wing grifter thing where everybody's wearing sunglasses the whole time at night on live.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
No,
that-
I don't
dude, that
have-
was
I don't
fucking
have
rough.
I don't have sunglasses around here, but otherwise I would do that.
Uh,
You don't think
okay.
that's super cool wearing sunglasses inside Hop? You don't think that's like really cool? Makes you look hard?
That's annoying.
I would like to
Fuck
clear
with
the air
that.
real quick. Hawkeye, I don't hate you, but I am obligated to harass you and make fun of you because I love you and you're my friend.
Yay. Thank you.
I'm obligated to
Aw.
make fun of him for invoicing me incorrectly for twice the amount that I almost paid.
Hawkeye, are you trying to rip off? You're trying to rip
Dude,
off my friends? What are you doing?
I don't do this whole invoice thing. And he goes, yo, can you invoice me? I go, sure. And I put down the amount. And then I send it to him. And he's like, you have to think about it. I'm like, what the fuck is there to think about it? Look at it, and it's double the amount. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, yeah, it's only this.
He's
like,
trying to get me to
oops.
sell $1,000 1022s. I was like, oh, let me think about this, man.
It was, yeah, it's not that.
All right. Well, I think we need to talk about Jake's favorite person on the planet.
No.
No, you already know.
Wait,
You
since when?
already
Okay,
know.
wait a minute.
Dude, this
Since
clip, you've told me in private that this is your favorite clip of all
You
time.
don't get to ask those questions. What's wrong with you, Mom? Why are you so scared?
I've never
Is
in
she
my
doing
life,
okay?
I've never in my life said that was my favorite clip. I actually said I hate it.
No.
Oh, I gotta. Okay, is her whatever's going on with Candace Owens right now? Is that related to people asking me in chat if I would sleep with Candace Owens? Is that
Most definitely.
is that at all the same topic?
Yeah.
Or is that
I
like a
mean,
meme I'm
I
not
don't know.
up on?
I literally don't know. I quite literally do know.
I didn't know she was relevant after she left. What's his face? Shapiro's.
That's not true.
Fucking.
That guy,
she?
who is that guy?
She went from Shapiro to Fuentes.
all
All I
right?
do is
over
over
penetrate?
penetrate. Yeah, he's lying. I don't even know him. It's not true. It's fake news.
You're really denying it hard, Jake. Maybe you enjoy it.
I think the lady doth protest too much.
It's hard to keep track of these people, but Steven Crowder, what happened with him and the wife thing? That was a weird one, right?
So he got caught up in yelling at his wife one time, and then
Well,
she
who hasn't?
she released a video at a strategic time during their divorce proceedings to make him look bad. Which, I mean, it's just like, obviously you shouldn't be doing that, but at the same time, it's like, whatever. So it was more of a hit job, I think, more than anything, because there's no abuse or anything else like that. I think Steven is just an asshole. And I've been told that by people that have worked with him before. I've met his CEO. What's his name? Gerald? Seems like a nice guy, right?
I stopped watching the Steven Crowder show after Not Gay Jared left because I think he was like part of that comedic dyad that they had that was going so well, and then he left and it stopped being fun.
Not Gay Jared and some of those other guys, the stories behind the scenes about what Steven Crowder has these guys do for quote unquote like laughs or comedy, it's usually for some reason odd sexual things and cross-dressing is how they get their kicks behind the scenes. So
Jared
he's Canadian, right?
Involved. Jared was also
Steven
involved.
Crowder is not an American man. He is a Canadian man, right?
No, he was born in Michigan. Grew up in Canada.
See, disqualified.
Yep.
Don't care anymore.
Dude, par for the course Canadian cross-dressing.
Jared was also involved with the whole wife fiasco, the videos and whatnot.
Yeah, well, that was kind of coordinated between the two of them. So it's this weird dichotomy where I think everybody might suck.
Yeah, everybody.
Is this how every internet drama goes down? After you finally research both sides, you're like, oh, everybody's an asshole. Cool.
It's like I don't care about. Well, it's like there's a lot of money involved, so the wife is trying to get her dues and make her ex-husband look bad, and the husband's a very successful content creator and wants to protect his money. So it's like
I say, I never met her. I never watched her show. Maybe she's not funny. Steven Crowder was pretty funny. So what does she have?
What was her alimony?
I think she was getting around $50,000 a month willingly. Like he was already paying her that, and she wanted more.
Wow. Well, I mean, you can't. $50K a month. What can you do with $50K a month? Right?
Yeah.
Like you barely
That
live.
would
Barely
barely
live on that,
support my
dude.
night vision habit, let alone my thermals habit. Come on.
Yeah,
now.
gosh, come on, man.
I can do a lot with 50K. I tell you what.
You could do a lot with this clip too. Jake, or not Jake, panel. Have you guys been following the Candace Owens
the Candace
stream
crash
of
out?
I've been trying, but it hasn't made any fucking sense.
No, so that's the thing. It's she's gotten really hard at the Charlie Kirk angle, where I think she believes that his wife Erica was in on the hit, and it was his security team that actually carried out the hit on Charlie Kirk as a power play for her to take over the company. I think that is her current line of
Is she into that thing where the lapel mic was a bomb?
That's also floated around out there. Listen, this is the thing. Like, I love conspiracy theories. I think that I don't even mean that in a negative way. I don't mean conspiracy theories is like just a true statement a lot of the times, right? But I feel like there are people who are looking under every blade of grass for, their boogeyman or something more complicated than what it is, right? And so I think that line of thinking, while questioning everything is good, I think it will, in some cases, just lead you down wacky little paths. That being said, the firmament is real and we never went to space or something like that.
Yeah, once you get to
also the mud floods are coming.
Yes, the mud flood is coming. But once you get to the everything is a Zionist conspiracy standpoint, you just now lose credibility because not everything is. And like, if you do blame everything on the, whatever, name your special thing that you're interested in, they kind of just start to not even listen to you at all. Like, there are some things where it's very obvious, yes, there's some fishy things, there's some evidence here, this makes sense. But this is like, to me, what this looks like is Candace trying to make money in a very shameless way that only her people are capable of. And I probably shouldn't have said that, but you know what I mean.
Her people, man. I'll have you know she's married to Dutch
you know what I
royalty
mean.
or something like that.
You know what I mean.
I literally don't.
Jake, it's not conspiracy.
We stand black queens around here. Unbelievable.
I mean, Jake, just look at like England or Germany. Like the mud flood is real. What are you talking about?
No, I know the mud flood is real. But
that's
I think
different.
I think Candace knew the EBT was running out, so she thought, I gotta figure out a side hustle. I gotta do something to get my money up, get my paper, get my bread. And I think this was the perfect opportunity to get ahead of the curve, So it is. I think it is literally just a grift, and she will say anything totally shamelessly, as long as it makes her money. Which is
she
kind of
trying to
disgusting.
stay relevant? Is that what's going on?
I think it's partially that, but I think it is. Well, this was huge, right? She was getting million view live streams.
Yeah, she was
Right.
making a ton.
Like
of
we're
money.
talking tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars for weeks and weeks on end.
Every
and
single day.
even Valhalla VFT, he's been going really hard in the paint on some of these series as well. He was just streaming to like 12,000 people not too long ago, which is insane numbers for a Brovet channel, right? Huge numbers. People are interested in this, and it's still news even over a month later.
Yeah.
Every
and,
time some new theory comes out, like it is everywhere.
to the
Like it's
to
negative
the
reinforcement in a sense. Yeah.
to the guy in the comments.
Even if you're a little bit shaky on the precepts of it, if 12,000 people join and they're like, right on, brother, you're onto something here, you're subconsciously going to be reinforcing and be like, oh, I am onto something here. I better keep.
Is that what caused him to go out and shoot canned cheese in a fucking cow neck?
Yeah, well, they wanted
somebody in
Okay,
chat
well, that's
pointed
the
out
thing,
that
though.
Steven Crowder
That's-
is a theater kid, and it occurred to me that a lot of, I mean, I don't
So
know.
is Grantham.
So to the
Sam
to the guy
Hyde
in
is
the
also
comments-
a theater kid. There's
Yeah,
a
I
lot
was
of
gonna
these,
say-
like,
I was
I
gonna say
mean,
Sam
people
Hyde,
who
yeah.
Which
are,
way, Western
are
man?
performative that have also discovered hardcore politics, and you put that theater performatism, that's not a word, theater kid performative sort of personality into a hardcore political background, you end up with weird fucking shit.
Like Tim Pool.
Well,
Tim Pool
so
seems so boring. I can't imagine that he was ever a theater kid, but it's possible.
He's always over the top, like it's the most fake, dry. Wow, guys, can you believe this? And then he repeats himself for 10 fucking minutes. I'm like, this could have been summed up in a 2-minute video. Calm the fuck down, dude.
I mean, can you
the,
believe this? I can believe anything at this point. Honestly,
Yeah, fuck
it doesn't take
I
much.
do want to say, so the guy in the comments, Scotty75, he said, Jews equals hardcore leftism equals trans equals Charlie's murder. Yes, I would agree that a lot, and this is me being a schizo, a lot of things in the culture issues are
Jake, how drunk are you?
a little
Not
bit.
enough.
A lot of
Not
things
enough.
are like
Keep going.
the
Catch up,
top,
catch up,
the
Eddie.
Almost
top.
there, bro.
I'm outpacing
When
you.
when you get to the top, it is a lot of things are Jewish influence, but
Okay,
trying to direct.
I'm worried. Is my channel about to get
No,
nuked? Because I'm
no,
gonna get a drunken
John,
rant from
We
Jake.
love
John,
Israel
John,
here.
I
We
would not
love
do
the
that.
Jews.
I'm just
I would not do that to you.
He's
Going
gonna
to
do that
the
you.
jumping the chain of command and going to the top and like saying, "Oh, it's them." It's like, okay, what are you going to do about it? When you can kind of go down the chain and say, "Okay, this was this group who is influenced by this group, whatever we already know is influenced by this." Directly organize against that group, not necessarily organize, but like recognize who the offender is. Doesn't matter who they're influenced by. You have to actually directly you have to fight, not in a violent sense, obviously, fight against that group. So
Jake,
whenever
there's a
it's
lot
like,
of words. There's a lot of words coming out here, Jake. There's a point somewhere in there, but it might need to be sharpened for a minute. So I'm gonna
When-
let you work on that.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you want to.
I'm just
Why
saying.
don't you put
I'm-
those things into sticky notes, put them on a board, put some yarn between them, and then come back to us when you got
Can you
a read.
can you put this in a syllogism?
It's just funny.
We need to
because
get him this
people will
drunk,
say-
like behind closed doors. I
Oh,
don't know
fuck.
why we
people
don't get
always
this
accuse
Jake
me of
privately.
being like,
Jake, hold on. I have a question. Jake, what book were the Nazis burning in the 30s? Can you remind me what books they were?
There were some interesting.
Gosh, come on, relax. We all know
There-
what books
yeah.
they were burning. Come
I
on.
I mean,
don't
Zoomer
say-
Historian
come on,
has a brand new
dude.
video on it. Go check it out.
I'm just saying, it's a when
Some
you take
people
it to
just
the,
cannot hold their focus strip birthday licker.
when you take it to the when you
Jake,
take it to
I'm
the
5
top,
years in.
it
Catch up,
just
buddy.
kind of
Catch up.
Okay.
Show me them beans or stop drinking, Jake. That's
I'm
right.
just saying, guys. There's
Well,
more productive ways to
listen,
deal with things.
Listen,
and-
we haven't even we've
Okay.
been staring at Candace's open mouth for like 20 minutes now. I was actually
I
listening
was-
to hear what she has to say, Jake. Okay,
I was
all right.
attempting
We already
to
know she's nuts.
explain it.
Yeah, I know, but it's funny
we all
when
saw
you
her go
hear it.
nuts. But we also saw Steven Crowder go nuts. Like when Steven Crowder's like, "Yo, this woman is insane," you're like, "Yeah, but you're insane, bro. Can all of you people just shut the fuck up for like 2 months and see what happens? Can we all just like reset to some level of just tranquility, please?"
But that does not make money. That's not how you make money on YouTube. You don't shut up.
I don't even like money. The only thing money's good for is buying beer. And beer is cheap.
That's all she cares
What about
about. She needs money.
Thermals are expensive.
Isn't she married to a man who can
Very
have
rich
a job?
man.
More money.
Very rich man.
That's all she needs.
I feel like her making money is sort of insulting to her husband, and so she should stop doing it.
Based.
My heart aches for the fact that he gave so much of his life to Trump and to politics, and they just were like, nope, that is it. It serves us or it doesn't serve us, and we want to move on. And so here's a holiday. Bro, if they try to give me a holiday, what is with them giving people a holiday after they kill them? Why is that a thing? You know what I mean?
Giving them a holiday like what did Trump say? It's his birthday is something day, right? Because his birthday was like a month or a couple weeks after he died, and they changed it to something else, right?
I mean, I guess it makes sense. Oregon's got a bunch of MLK Boulevards, which is nuts because it's Oregon, but whatever. I mean, you got to call streets something.
Martin Luther King, what about this holiday? What about this boulevard? Anyways, let me knock off. Like, they're going to give Charlie Kirk a boulevard. They already did. They did in Israel. They gave him freaking boulevard. It's like, as soon as they give you a boulevard and a holiday, they definitely killed you. Okay, there's no question. They killed you. There's no way. That's like their signature thing. It's like that's what they do. It's the Fed signature. It's how they sign off after they murder you. They're like holiday and a boulevard. And it's never on a nice side of town either. Like Charlie Kirk Boulevard is not going to be a nice side of town. Anyways, I will be back on the 27th, you guys. Thank you guys for all the support throughout these couple of weeks, these last really kind of 6 weeks since Charlie died. And we will see you guys then.
Well, let me first be tactful here and tell you that outrageous claims, and this is an outrageous claim, require outrageous evidence.
So is that Hanlon's razor? I don't think Crowder's a fan of epistemological razors. He used to be back in his prime. Razors. Back in his prime, the man was a force of logic. These days, I don't think so. I don't think he could stand toe to toe with a drunk Ben Steger on his worst day.
I will not stop screaming until you admit I invented logic. Where's that clip? I have it right.
Screaming until you admit I invented logic.
It's so fast. Damn. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate that, man.
Is Crowder kind of like going outside of his lane? Because I feel like, didn't he kind of start out as a comedy? Wasn't that kind of his deal?
Ostensibly.
And he's
comedic.
I don't know.
Well, he had problems with Candace Owens to begin with because Daily Wire offered him a contract. He said this contract.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And
yes.
Candace Owens got pissed
Forgot
because
about that.
she got burnt in her contract.
So that is a very questionable entanglement. My personal Rubicon crossing moment was when he got sponsored by Walther, and I was like, "Come on, they're not that good."
I forgot. Damn. Why are they out here? Well, actually, it makes sense why they're sponsoring milquetoast politicians rather than internet edgelords. That actually makes a lot more sense for a brand to do that. So I will retract my question. I apologize.
I mean, he's a Canadian LARPing as an American. Why is he repping a half German company? Come on, stop it. Stop it. Get some help.
It's kind of funny that you mentioned MLK Boulevard and people that the FBI had killed. I mean, there is some truth there. So I mean, maybe actually Candace is spitting. Damn.
I mean, yeah, she's not wrong about that. Like
the FBI did pay out a settlement to the family.
The FBI, like it's pretty much accepted the FBI just like straight up killed MLK, and then they were like, "Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?" And like that was their attempt to smooth it over.
Well, that's the thing. There's a 30-year window where the CIA and FBI just deny everything, and then once that switch flips, it's like, "Yeah, we did it. Oops."
Wasn't it supposed to be like the MLK files coming out?
Hold on, wait.
Like we're supposed to find out who killed Kennedy and MLK. Like whatever happened with that?
What happened with that?
Nothing ever happens. What do you mean? What happened? Nothing happens.
Don't worry about it. The Epstein files are on my desk. They're on my desk. They are.
You ever seen those clips from Limmy's show? It's a Scottish sketch comedy show.
Doesn't sound familiar.
No.
There's
Yeah.
a really
Okay.
excellent clip where there's like a press conference with a guy whose wife has been murdered, and the whole entire time a journalist is like, so and the guy's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and he's like, yeah, but like, and then at the end they're like, all right, we got to call this conference. Everybody starts leaving the room, and then the husband, right before he leaves, he turns back to the journalist and he just winks at him, and the journalist is like, I fucking knew it. That's what it is with the FBI. They're like, we don't know what you're talking about. We don't know what you're talking about. And then at the last minute, they're like, we got you, brother.
I think
What up,
the
dude?
thing with the JFK stuff is that I don't think they released all of the stuff, but the stuff they did release, they released like 60,000 pages. So it was like more than any reasonable, sane, not like super autistic human could handle. So I think they just basically caused people to lose hope in finding any truth in that, which I mean is
Well, I
true.
think
Like,
they
why
did a
would
lot
they
of the same with
actually?
the JFK files that they did with the Epstein files, right?
Yeah.
They had this big presser, and then turns out the information that they released was less information than what was already there, right?
Well, I mean, Brandon
Yeah.
Herrera already did a really good video talking about the MLK's assassination and like talking about the ballistics of it. It didn't match up. So, yeah. I mean, don't forget the CIA also did drug like pounds with LSD. So, yeah, that's the thing.
That you're crashing in the background from whatever Hop is getting into as he's scrambling desperately for more alcohol.
Hop scurrying for beer.
Hop realized that he is falling behind me right now. Can you see it?
No,
Wait,
I
Hop,
started.
Hop.
I started
Well-
earlier this morning, sir.
Well, listen, not to
What
Fed
number are you
post-
on?
Not to
13?
Fed. Oh my
Huh?
gosh! Not to Fed post even higher, but this one is funny to me. So it's people were freaking out about this originally, like, oh, we're living in an occupied state and whatnot. But I think this guy actually did technically just commit crimes. Now it is originally people were billing this as Florida extradites a man on anti-Semitism charges, which there are I think two states that currently have anti-Semitism specific crime laws. One of them is South Dakota, by the way, the state in which I live in, which I find quite funny. But what really happened is this guy made very, very explicit death threats to people, which is illegal. So while there's a combo, right? It was the death threats that happened to be anti-Semitic, not just the anti-Semitism.
It has been funny with seeing all the people that repost the death threats being like, this guy got jailed for free speech. And you're like, he's saying, I'm going to come to your house and execute you. And you're like, that's not what that means.
Yeah, explicit
That's not
calls
cool.
to action.
So
threat.
Nicholas Ray faces extradition on felony charges, including extortion, written threats to kill. Nicholas Ray, 28 of Springs, Texas, was arrested and will be extradited to Florida following an investigation by the Florida Office of Statewide Prosecution. Florida Attorney General James Uthmeyer said in his office, received information last week about multiple specific threats made against Jewish conservative media members residing in the state. Authorities obtained an arrest warrant for Ray after confirming the allegations through investigation. So extortion, written threats to kill, unlawful use of two-way communication devices. So some of his statements include, you're going to get killed soon, buddy. It's coming. Traitors get hung. Now that on itself, I mean, like I have
it's
similar things
hanged.
written
You
to
don't
me.
get hung, you get hanged. What a fucking retard. Put him
No,
in jail
he's
for
talking
life.
about he's talking about
Yeah.
penile enhancement surgery. You're gonna get hung.
Oh,
kid.
they're gonna get like hung.
Yeah, yeah.
To
Hung,
be
kid.
fair,
Well then,
to
what's
be
the
fair,
problem? It sounds like he's threatening them with a good time, so I'm not really sure why he's in jail now.
To be fair, that's how I talk to all my closest friends.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
to be fair, I've seen
Hey, brother,
much worse things on the
brother,
Discord.
Take one of these, and I promise you're gonna get hung.
Oh my gosh.
I got
Another
this from
one
the
stated
gas
that
station.
that we will take turns beating your lifeless body with a pinata stick, you lifeless traitor. That's probably a little explicit.
That's not great.
If you're making those to a politician, yes, you are going to get arrested. Now, I
Holy
think
shit.
what some of these people are, he also accused various individuals of being Israeli agents. That is very Candace Owens coded. Now, I mean, there are many dual citizens that we can criticize for their dual loyalties, it would be. But I think what people are freaking out isn't the threats, like you're going to get arrested, right? But I think it's the extradition specifically, because they're taking a man from Texas who made threats in Texas, and they're extraditing him to Florida, where they're going to triumph for anti-Semitism among other crimes, right?
Well, the internet doesn't just run out of the borders of Texas. It actually expands somewhat beyond.
So I
Well,
have a
right, but
question with
it's
that. Would the-
so
would the-
imagine so you don't live in South Dakota. You do a heckin' anti-Semitism against a South Dakotan politician, and then they extradite you to South Dakota. In your state, it is totally legal for you to do the anti-Semitism, but in mine, it is not. So because you did it online, right, now you can get extradited to a state in which that is illegal.
That's the same as federal crime, I think. But also, I think this guy deserves to be in jail because he used the term lifeless twice in a row in the same sentence. We're going to beat your lifeless body, you lifeless traitor.
Yeah, not great.
Stop
So,
it.
John, I have a question.
Don't be
Hey,
posting
so-
your first draft online.
So does the
come on, tighten it
anti-Semitism
up.
laws cover Christians as well? Or isn't that also Semitic religion or no?
Christianity is a Semitic religion. That is correct.
Well, so
Alright.
I mean, it depends what you mean by Semitic, because usually, I mean, technically that refers to like a language group, right? Not necessarily specific people. So I mean, like
Yeah.
Islam and certain Muslims would be part of that same group, but of course, it only gets applied in a very specific way. I haven't now, to be
Don't
fair,
ask
I
Mark
haven't
about it.
I haven't read the bills, right? So I don't know what the actual language states, but I would
Here's-
imagine it's pretty clear on who exactly is protected.
Here's the issue with that is that Christianity is considered a Semitic religion, but if you speak about some core tenets of Christianity, like saying Christ is king, that's anti-Semitic, or if you say the Jews killed Jesus, that is also anti-Semitic. So I'm kind of curious
yeah,
about
but if
that.
you go on, I totally get that, because people will say that on the left, or just generically people who are very sensitive to anti-Semitism. But if you go on the ADL's website, like quite literally, breathing as a white man is anti-Semitic. I'm pretty sure that is listed on the
That's true. Drinking whiskey, which I'm doing right now, is anti-Semitic. I'm
very
pretty sure.
very anti-Semitic coded. All right. Well, I think that's about enough Fed posting, unless somebody had something else that they wanted to add to that.
Don't
do,
threaten to kill
um,
people. That's kind of fucking
sucks
gay and
in English.
retarded.
I want to
Lock 'em
add
up
some
forever.
Fed posting, some anti-Semitism. Christ is king. I do not support Zionism. I think it's gay and cancer.
Mm.
And that is all.
Actually, this is a great clip. So this is Tommy Robinson, a man who said he would die for Israel many times. He's also a figure of somehow British nationalism, even though he's, like, in my opinion, kind of controlled op or has multiple loyalties. But listen to what this man says about his nation.
The UK has got a special place in my heart because, on the one hand, they really helped give birth to the Jewish state in World War I. The Balfour Declaration, the San Remo.
Okay, I brought up the Balfour Declaration in one video, and I had death threats from Jews just for talking about it. This guy brings it up, and it's totally normal, okay? It's just a letter, all right?
Accords,
got a hat
the
on.
mandate for Jewish Palestine. The UK
Where's
was at
your
the
hat?
forefront of that. And then they turned on us.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
They turned on us, man.
I was about to
And
say
therefore, they have a special place in hell for turning on the Jewish people. You were like doing this great thing. You were helping.
It's Tommy Robinson, British quote-unquote nationalist, listening to this Jew berate him that your country has a special place in hell for not supporting us.
No. He's gonna go to hell.
No, he said your country. He said your country has you had a special place in our heart, right, for helping set up the Jewish state.
Yeah.
But now you have a special place in hell for not supporting us any longer.
Yeah, and he's
Wow.
British. And he's
This
British.
is like this
Crazy.
is literally a communist struggle session where they're just telling each other how bad they are. He's like, "Yeah, you're a bad little boy."
He's
This
like, "Oh, I'm
is,
so sorry. I'm so sorry my
yeah.
nation doesn't support you." I mean, it's just strange to me. It's just a little wacky, all right? It's just a little wacky. Like, why you, as somebody who's trying to save Britain, right, your homeland, from these issues that are going on, why do you feel the need to be berated by not supporting another foreign land, right? That's not even related at the moment to the issues going on, right? Just seems a little strange. That's all.
You know, John,
What's up?
it's really nice. It feels like we have a lot less attention right now. Feels like there's a lot less pressure from a certain individual, and it's been really nice.
Don't fucking jinx it, dude.
Oh, what you're talking about? PSI?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not
So
worried
it's been
about it.
nice. It's almost like
It's been real quiet for a little while. I'm not sure why, but he's been kind of quiet.
It's been real quiet. It's been.
Is there a
nice,
link to the new
very
Discord
relaxing.
in the chat?
I keep dropping the link to the new Discord.
All right.
Drop it. Get our people in there.
Dude, we should get Dugan on sometime. I was talking to Jonathan Picone again today. I'll get him back on. Don't worry, guys. But hey, there's a bunch of support in here, so we are gonna get to that. But if anybody needs to use the rest of their Friday night for better purposes than hanging out with me, feel free.
That's
okay,
funny.
I'm not gonna.
Unfortunately, I do need to go. I've got to go get
Fake
some
fan.
sleep.
Fake fan.
Wow.
Wow.
Heart,
Unbelievable. Lightheart. Lightweight. All right, Richard. But
I get it.
thank you very much, sir. You have a good night, dude.
I got to be up early in the morning. Night chat, night guys. John,
Love you,
happy
Richard.
birthday. I will see you guys later.
See you, Richard.
Bye.
Oh shit, I can't actually say it now. It is Happy John birthday from East Coast.
No, it's
For
15
you, it
minutes, bro.
is.
15
Not
minutes,
for
bro.
John.
Unbelievable.
Ah,
Thank you. I appreciate
it's 12:45 over
You
here,
tried.
dude. I did.
Is it your,
And all
is
this
it your
stuff was
actual
nice.
birthday or is it your observed birthday? Because this is the day that we're going to stream anyway.
Well, so my birthday is on Saturday, so in 15 minutes for me.
Okay, I'll put that in the calendar.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, sir.
Wow.
Actually, that's still sus that you have a calendar with birthdays on it. I just
Is
asked my
Hopper
mom.
real?
I
Is
literally
Hopper
just
a
asked
real
my mom. I'm
friend?
like, well, is there a birthday coming up? Or my mom will text me and she'll be like, hey, John, don't forget your brother's birthday's coming up. Don't forget. It's me and your dad's anniversary coming up soon. I'll be like, oh, okay, cool.
Sorry, you'll understand when you're older.
Yeah. I'm still just such a young whippersnapper. Moonman5 says happy birthday, but I'm also sure David Nog drinks water too. Probably Breeze Air. You're a dead man. Nope, not true.
Nope. He just absorbs life energy out of the innocent.
Listen, you can be upset. You can be upset with the evidence against Noggers, but I mean, like, it's not going to do any difference. It's not going to make a difference.
Now, here's a question I've been asking. I'm not an eggnog drinker, but I've been asking people this. Is like, what if you put it on cereal? Is that acceptable?
It'd probably
Because
be
there
good.
are certain flavors of cereal where maybe a little bit of egginess
Yeah.
would not go
I
amiss.
accidentally did that when I was 10 years old. I, woke up, was getting ready for school, went in the fridge, grabbed the gallon jug of what I thought was milk. It was not milk.
That's
Hold up. Pause the game. Hold on. Everyone pause the fucking game moment
Cinnamon
here.
Life.
A
Cinnamon
gallon
Life.
of fucking eggnog? Where the fuck are you finding gallon jugs of eggnog? This is fake
In my
news.
fucking fridge
This
on
is
board PA.
They don't.
So-
I don't think they make eggnog in gallons, Hawkeye. Fact check false.
They probably
You make
do.
you make your
They'll
own. You
I
make
mean,
your
go
own
to
eggnog.
Walmart.
You don't buy it. I
Anything
didn't
comes in
know
a
you could
gallon
buy
there.
eggnog till way later in life.
Are you sure it wasn't bull semen?
No,
you
there's no
confused?
Glocks in the house. This is a Glock-free household, sir.
Glock doesn't do bulls. They do horses.
And what's a horse with his balls? What's this called?
We're talking about cows. We're talking about cattle.
Yeah,
We're not
cows
talking
are-
about
no,
horses.
it's a bull. Yeah, bulls and steers. One has balls, the other got snips.
Shut your mouth, Hawkeye. Honestly.
My
That's
question
okay.
still stands, though. I'm still curious.
No,
because-
that
so
sounds
you're-
disgusting. That sounds
you're having
disgusting. No.
Cinnamon Life.
Cereal is already so calorie dense. And now we're
Okay.
putting sugary, cinnamony egg milk
John.
in with your cereal. That sounds disgusting.
I mean, if you're like in a bulking phase or some shit, you probably eat worse stuff in the evening after the gym or something. So, like, maybe eggnog on Cinnamon Life,
Dude, cinnamon
multigrain
toast.
Cheerios.
Cinnamon toast.
Could that be a
crunch?
thing? I'm just asking. I'm not saying I've done it. I'm not saying I will do it. I'm just asking. Okay, I'm just asking a question.
Cinnamon toast brunch with eggnog would be fantastic, actually.
Cinnamon,
Not gonna
yeah.
lie.
Again, that sounds
Yeah,
right
sure.
to me. That sounds right because cinnamon, French toast is very eggy, cinnamony. That might
What's
be.
the
Is that a thing?
cinnamon-
Could that be a thing? I'm asking.
Yes.
I'm asking.
Cinnamon
Come on. Hey,
toast crunch.
hey, I'm just asking here.
Pop,
Come on.
Pop, I'm on your side here, okay?
Maybe
Cinnamon
these
toast
four.
crunch is not French toast. It's just cinnamon toast.
Not
crunch.
yet.
It's a different thing.
It's not French toast yet, but,
But
if you put
if you-
eggnog on it, would it sort of synergize?
It
I'm
would
just
be-
asking. I'm just
it would
asking. I
be-
haven't done it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just asking a question.
It would be liquefied cinnamon. It would be liquefied French toast at that point, I think. Yes, legally. Legal definition.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
Is that bad though? Because French toast
No.
is the best. Like French toast, waffles, pancakes, right?
Yeah. That is the order.
Right?
No, I don't
We
think
agree.
it's bad.
We agree on that. So then, in that case, I'm just asking. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. Okay.
Is
I mean,
someone in
cereal
chat?
with whiskey would be good, right? So fuck it.
Someone in chat is calling me autistic, I think. I am autistic. I scored a 179 on the RADS test. So
We
for
already
being a
kind of
hater.
knew that just from talking to you for a little bit.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was actually pretty obvious, Jake.
Anyway, I don't know.
Jake's
I'm not
trying to
saying I'm not an
appropriate my
eggnog
culture as
guy.
some bullshit.
I don't think there is a season for eggnog. I think it falls out of season, honestly. Because right now it's too early. And then once it's like, November, December, that's cider time. So like that's sacred. That's blocked out.
Yeah.
So like what are we doing? I don't want eggnog right now.
No, it is objectively a seasonable beverage. It is not something that you enjoy. Like in the summertime, that would be gross.
Yeah, no, horrible.
Like
No,
I
not
enjoy eggnog, but if I was offered that in the summertime, I would probably gag. It is not.
Wait, hold on,
not pleasant.
homeboy. Did you say that you enjoyed eggnog? We don't
no,
allow that.
I
I'm
am
sure-
a eggnog enjoyer. I am on the side of Adolf Nogler. I know everyone's saying David Nog, but Adolf Nogler is a big Nog supporter.
I'm still. This is the third year in a row that I have been blown away by the fact that this is an argument people are having online. I mean, this is worse than fucking 2008 bacon obsession. This is
You'll learn,
insane
Hawk.
to me.
You'll learn.
What
Hawk.
are you going to tell me next? Glock is the best handgun ever made? Come on, don't break my heart, buddy.
Objectively,
Well, that's
yes.
been true since 1988. None of us have been
Thank
alive
you.
long enough to remember before a time where Glock was the best. That's
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
I'm sorry. Can I completely derail the conversation? This was a
You can try.
conversation I
No.
brought up in the Discord. Hold on. I have a genuine question for Hop. Let me get your insights on this.
It is
me
9 minutes until
Shut up,
John's
motherfucker.
birthday, dude.
Shut up.
It is
Hold
9
on.
minutes.
I got 9
This
minutes
was
to ask
this
Hop
was
a
supposed to be a
question.
2-hour stream, and I was supposed to like ride the needle until I would end so that I could leave. at
We're
midnight.
almost there.
That
We're
is just
almost
not
there.
going to
Trying
happen.
to edge
It's
your own
not going to
birthday?
happen.
You're edging your own birthday.
I did not say edging my own birthday because that sounds awkward.
You
but,
didn't say it, but you implied it so strongly
You
that
did.
you may as well have just come out and said it.
Yeah. So, can you name me a major handgun development between 1935 and 1975 between the Browning High Power and the CZ75-SIG P220 and the M9 Beretta?
No, nobody cares.
What was a major
Nobody
handgun
cares,
development
Hawkeye.
between those two?
Literally, nobody cares.
I'm curious. I'm drunk. I'm having a good time.
It was
How
Glock.
does this? How does this have any like bearing on the Glock conversation?
Because
The
nobody cares
Glock-
about eggnog insider anymore. I'm curious.
The
Can you
Glock
like what was
conversation.
the major handgun development between 35 and 75?
Are you
I'll say
trying
it was
to?
like it was a viable striker-fired handgun, and then it was perfected by Glock. And it wasn't perfected by Glock right away. I'm not saying that Gen 1 or Gen
No.
2 Glock was like totally perfect, but like by
No,
the
no,
time
no.
you get to 1988, handguns achieved perfection with the Generation 2 Glock 19 in
Yeah.
1988. That is
Yeah,
it.
but
That is
but what was a
The
major handgun development between 1935 and 75? 'Cause
Gentlemen.
I'm
oh, it wasn't
there's
major.
like
It was not major.
Gentlemen,
There was nothing
Yeah.
like 1911. I
Gen-
think was major. Everything
Yeah.
after
Gentlemen.
that was just like little.
the
John.
Browning High
John-
Power. High Power.
John needs
No.
to read
No.
the super chats
No.
so he
The
can
Browning
get done
High
with the
Power,
super
I mean,
chats
it's
before his
incremental.
birthday, guys. John
No,
needs
it's
to
Browning
read
High
the super
Power
chats.
went from
Jake,
swinging
it is
link
literally
to,
not possible. There are like 75 super chats to get
We're
through.
locked
Okay,
the fuck in.
I'm sorry.
You
It's
cannot
not possible.
interdict.
It is
Continue
so
on.
fucking
conversation.
over, boys.
Continue on, Jets. No, you're good. Pretend I'm not here.
1911 swinging link short recoil, Browning short recoil into high power closed cam path unlocking recoil. That's a bit. That's a little bit right there, but it's not
and
major.
double stack. That was major. Double stack with good ergonomics. Name me another gun.
The ergonomics on the high power are not actually that good, unfortunately. Just
Very based opinion.
yeah, just a little bit. So like you had all
Who's
these little
starting to
bits,
like
right?
Hop?
Because I mean, like look at the Ruger P series. The Ruger P series started out as a swinging link, basically a 1911 style recoil system, and then it switched to a closed cam path recoil system, and nobody even fucking noticed. That's not a major upgrade. The differences between those two, it's like, I mean, it's a minor longevity thing. Like tens and thousands of rounds, maybe you'll get more longevity out of a closed cam path barrel lug system than you will out of a swinging link. Little minor thing. Reliable double stack magazines. I mean, does the high power have that? Maybe, I don't know. Minor, very, very minor. 1911 probably really was, and I feel fucking old as shit saying that, but 1911 was probably like, that was like the last big handgun thing. And then everything since then has just been like, oh, let's just make it a little bit better. A couple of years at a time. 1911 is still probably the last time that like a handgun really just evolved, like Pokemon style from Gen 1 to Gen 2.
I think I agree with Hop again.
Stop doing that. Stop fucking agreeing with you. Shut your fucking drunk ass mouth, dude. I don't want to be agreeing with you.
So here's what we have.
I'm not
don't even like each other.
dick, dude.
Hold on. We have because the swinging link was also pre 1911. John Moses Browning had that on other iterations before. I'll give it to you. 1911 was a great handgun.
1909 or whatever. Yeah, like prototype guns. They made like 6 of them. They were like, hey, we made like 4 of these that work and 2 of them that didn't. You want to adopt that? No, I don't fucking want to adopt that.
Here's 38 Super or 38 Colt. I just think it's really interesting because you have because the ergonomics and the high power was fine. Double stack 9, it was good.
Right.
And then I think you had the SIG or the Smith & Wesson. Was it the 39? That was a double single action. That was pretty big. That wasn't done before. Yeah. But then you have CV75.
Was the Walther P38 not prior to that?
That's the single stack 9. But it
double
was
action, single action. Yeah. 39. John is just losing his mind. He's enjoying his birthday too much. I think. Agree with that.
I'm a gun tuber and a gun streamer. How dare we talk about guns on your stream? I'm sorry.
4 minutes till his birthday. Give the man the microphone.
We are uncovering the truth of the universe here, and John is over there just like, I'm just gonna fucking get my Temu camera to zoom the fuck in on my sad little face.
Temu camera.
Dude, I am comfy. I am comfy maxing right now. I'm chilling.
Jake,
John, 2 hours.
John,
next time
for a seminar.
You fucked up. I thought today was your birthday. Turns out it's tomorrow. I don't have to respect the shit out of you until
4
tomorrow.
minutes.
So tonight I can still be meeting you.
Well, no, the bad thing is for Hop, my birthday isn't for another 2 hours, so I have a long time before he starts respecting me.
Your birthday already happened.
You're not even gay dead yet, so I don't
John,
really fucking care.
but like no time zone actually matters except for the time zone that you are in for your birthday.
Denial.
Does that make sense? Like Central Time Zone is the only time zone that matters for your birthday.
I mean, if you're gonna pick one time zone, it's gonna have to be Greenwich because that's the one, right?
Shut your mouth.
That's hours from now. That already happened. It's too late. But we don't.
Your birthday already happened from you 75 minutes ago. So happy belated birthday, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the sun never sets on Focus
Shut up, dude.
Go suck a dick, Jake. You live in Kansas. What the fuck happens in Kansas?
Gross.
It's the best state in the
Shit,
union.
I thought I hated him already.
Here it
Oh my
goes.
God.
Here it goes. It's over now.
Are you doxing
The free
me,
fall
bro?
has started.
Rock sucks.
Is this a doxing event on the
Jake, I'm
live
about
stream?
to post your address in the side chat, and then I'm going to
Do it.
screenshot it and put it up
Please.
for the audience.
Please do it. Please, I need friends. Please.
Please send them here.
Weird conspiracy.
All right. Guns, Gas, and God for Two says, congrats on turning on 29. I turned 29 on the 22nd myself. Well, hey, happy belated birthday to you, good sir, but you are a year behind me.
That is straight up not even a real birthday.
Yep.
Deer Hunter for Two says, when did basic rational thought become abnormal? Probably about 4 beers in.
When was the Civil Rights Act enabled? Whatever year that was.
1965, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. 1965. There you go.
Yeah. Stratagem Branch for 5 says these 3. Oh, my brain is done. 3 focus.
Streams. Yeah, 3 streams.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Jake right now, dog.
Jake,
thinking about Jake's
get him
streams
out.
right now.
Get him out, buddy. It's
Get
a
him
feed
out.
stream.
3 focus strip streams in one day, or 3 trench grenades. Obviously, you take the 3 focus strip streams. Come on, duh. Bruh.
Isn't one trench grenade like really bad? Like That's when you throw a grenade and it lands in the trench that you are in. It's like a bad thing. You don't want that.
Never heard of it.
I don't know the term.
It's like the
Right. Mr. Rushing for 10 says, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. I was at a high school football game, so barely caught any of the earlier stream. What's with the @ in chat, Doc? Oh, dude, I know. It ruined. Again, YouTube ruins everybody's names every couple weeks for like a day or two. They're like, oh, by the way, we are only going to be posting your @ instead of your names for some reason. Absolutely retarded. I don't know why, but thank you for the 10, sir. That's very generous of you. Mitchell Black for 10 says, happy birthday.
Yeah. Damn.
Mitchell Black again.
Happy
says,
birthday, John.
Happy birthday,
Happy
John.
birthday.
It is literally
His
your
birthday's
birthday.
fine now, finally.
Happy
That's
birthday.
right. That's right.
I
Mitchell
don't
Black
recognize it.
also. Mitchell Black for another 10 says happy birthday.
Gay.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Mitchell Black again says happy
Have you
birthday.
ever been feasted by an African king? It'll be me.
God damn it.
Thank you very much for the kind birthday wishes, Mitchell Black. John's wife for 5 says, so do I call John daddy or Unc? Which is more respectable?
You got a year. Don't worry about it for another year. He's only 29. It's not even a real age yet.
It's 30, bro. He's 30,
He's
bro.
30 now.
I have never been called Unc by a woman.
He's literally 30
Good.
now, Hop.
I think I need that on a t-shirt.
Is he 30
Where's
now,
the
or is he
gray hair?
30 in 2 hours, or is he
He's
30 in a year
literally
and 2
30.
hours?
In
Well, he's
Central
30 right now
Standard
for
Time
him.
Zone.
No,
He's
actually,
30.
I was born in Washington though, so actually, technically speaking, I do have 2 hours until I've
Oh my
actually
goodness.
Is it
progressed.
your
Oh, good.
29th or
hours
your
free.
30th birthday? What are we talking about here?
It is my 30th birthday.
Okay, well then I have to go to the Discord and I have to give you the elderly tag because that's the rule.
Okay, I'm not in your Discord.
Well, let's get you in there.
I was in your airlog for like a year. One
Well,
point.
you probably posted something that my moderators thought.
I never posted anything. I was just sitting there
You-
for a
That's,
year, and I
you
just
didn't
got there.
follow
two
the
crimes.
rule?
There are 2 possible crimes in the airlock. One is to post, and one is to not post. You fucked it up. You fucked it up.
Moonman5 says, simply out here wondering why we let people with bean names even run for office or live here or live at all. We need a Tito emoji, to be honest. Moonman, I apologize actually because Richard left, and I don't know if he changed his thumbnail. So if you want to send it to me, I will wear your thumbnail or your PFP, as long as it is appropriate. Mitchell Black for 2 says, blessings be upon chat. Only real Kanigas know. Thank you. Appreciate that, sir. I think he just misspelled Noah Kaniga there. I am Dave for 2 says, hello boys, I'm back. Was that Randy Quaid? No, I don't think so. I'm not sure which one you're referencing there, but it's also been a very long stream and a very long day, but thank you. Tarke for 5 says, Hawkeye, you Zabby sympathizer. The sleeves were the true Space Noid freedom fighters. Also, happy birthday, FT. What?
Nope. Xeon will rise again. Get out of here with that nonsense.
What is this in reference to?
Oh, it's a reference. When I went off stream, I have the Xeon flag from Mobile Suit Gundam. And Xeon was right. The Federation is gay and retarded.
That is a furry though. Like that's a furry.
No, there are no furries in Mobile Suit Gundam.
So I mean, no, but like you see that as a furry, right? You see that the furry is there. You see the
Yeah,
furry.
it's a furry.
Yeah, we're seeing the same.
Oh,
furry here.
the
Tarkay?
icon. Yeah, get out of here. You're a furry. Burn it with fire.
100%. That's a furry.
How do you
I mean,
feel,
that's your
Hawkeye, that
yeah.
the furries agree
fucking-
with you.
I mean, you expect me to Zeke Xeon when they're sending their worst here? Come on, I'm not doing it.
They're not sending their best. Maddie Biscool for 2 says market didn't go to 0, more like 6 billion to 4 billion. No, back to the CS:GO lottery stuff. Not everything's zeroed out, but the problem is a lot of the top dollar items zeroed out. So for a lot of people, their value went from 50, 60, 70, 100K to 0, right? Or close to 0.
Well, even if they
That's what I
don't
heard.
zero
$3
out,
billion loss is an
Even if-
insane amount of money if it's real money. But if it was like fake money that nobody ever actually had access to, then maybe it's who gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Just
it's
like
all-
cryptocurrency.
it's all real money, and even if it didn't zero out, if it went like 90% down, that's enough to make a Chinese man to
am
jump off of a
not
building.
putting that on Moon Man, I know what that thumbnail is because somebody on the Discord told me what that picture is. I am not putting that up,
Oh,
Moon Man.
that one. I know the number.
I am absolutely not putting that up as my PFP, Richard, because I do unfortunately know what that represents, even though it looks wholesome enough.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Mitchell Black for 5 says Hawkeye stares at me. Ma, there's a weird freaking cat outside. It looks like Grandma. Blink, motherfricker. Yeah. Skinwalker Hawkeye. 94 Todd. Happy birthday, John. I hope your 30s rock. PS, just finished my 416 build tonight while listening to your stream. Well, very nice. I apologize that it's a 416, but I hope you have fun with it.
The
everybody has their autism.
SB16 is just as good.
It's literally better. FT, Skibbity Toilet Riz. Where do I have that? It's somewhere here.
Skibbity Toilet Riz. Okay.
That is a trench.
Fucking clip.
Trench with hearts. Yeah, it's a great clip. Thank you. Richard's gone, man. I'll be outside. Mitchell Black for 2. 40-pound box of grape. 40-pound box of grape. That's right. It's a great song. Should be my ringtone. Central Sands Defense for 2 says my $15,000 round count. Glock 17 to $1,200. I know what I got. Yes, many such cases that your legacy Glock is now a unsupported model.
So true.
Although people are asking me like, oh, is the aftermarket going to keep up? What do I do? What do I need to stock up on? And I'm pretty sure there will be strong aftermarket support for a decade of the Gen 3s and Gen 5s, considering that there are Gen 3 clones still abounding.
Yeah, it is literally, if you own a Gen 5 and you're looking for parts, it will be literally no different.
Yep.
I really don't think it's going to be, people are making it into like some huge thing. I do not think it will be an issue at all.
Bones has
People
been
are just,
vindicated with his support for the Ruger RXM.
Yeah.
Well, so I wonder if the people that were going after Glock for their easy to convert features, if they're just going to transfer to Ruger, PSA, or some of these other guys, considering that they are now the biggest player in these firearms.
Just go to Ruger. Fuck PSA.
Well, no, then you would want them to go after PSA, not Ruger.
I don't want the courts to go after anybody because it's retarded that they're going after people for guns related things. I think that's stupid.
I don't know what that means, but that's very funny. Jake from Breaking Bad farm.
Yeah, it's because they sound like Badger from Breaking Bad.
He
Apparently.
does. He really does.
I hate that. Dude, I hate that. Ugh.
That's great.
Well, don't sound like Badger, homeboy.
Yeah, have you ever tried not doing that?
Yeah.
Vandalay over on Ko-Fi says, happy birthday, John. Stock up on Aleve and Tums because once you hit 30, the joint pain and acid reflux kicks in hard. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. That sounds like a great time. Paulie B over on Ko-Fi says, the story about the COVID discharged soldier was me. YouTube is overriding my display name as my original @handle, which is horrible. Portmanteau, no felonies after 15 years as a sergeant. I wasn't indefinite and ended on a 3-year contract coinciding with the June 2022 mandate. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. He got absolutely screwed out of retirement due to the COVID mandate. So he was at 18 years out of 20 needed for a pension. And because he wouldn't take the jab in 2022, he got he was ineligible to continue on for the last 2 years of his contract, which sucks. The Lightspore over on Ko-Fi says, Jake Toes, or I'll have Focus play your favorite clip.
No.
I think I know which ones. Well, listen, no Toes, you get
You
Candace.
don't get to ask those questions. What's wrong with you, Mom? Why are you so scared?
It's a lose for me, man.
How much
It's
whiskey
a
did you have?
lose.
Come on.
That woman's
Show your
not
toes, homeboy.
It is a
Also, he
lose-lose
says-
situation.
Also, he goes on, Hop, tell Jeff I'm a big fan of his canoe work and jealous the most combat I've ever seen is Napas in the U.S. I did have that one company reach out to me. They wanted to send me one of their offset prism mounts, offset mini ACOG mounts, so I could run an offset prism to try out that for a little while, just purely for the memes. Danger Zone over on Ko-Fi drops $20, which is insanely generous. Says, happy birthday, you mother lover. Buy the wife some new shackles. Oh, I will. Got to make sure, because she keeps breaking the ones in the basement. Madden on Ko-Fi says, had to pull my P10 on a porch pirate last night. All right. City life at its finest. You are not going to take my expensive IR laser, sir. Dude, that always terrifies me when companies are sending non-signature required like $2,000-$3,000 packages and they just drop them on your front door, like in a suburb or something like that. That, like, if I'm gone and I'm like, hey, honey, can you like make sure the package gets like brought inside, or she just doesn't do it? It's like, ooh. Oh, okay. So, Podnamo, he donates but doesn't want me to read it aloud. Fair enough. Madden, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Madden says, had to pull a gun on a porch pirate that got a little upset when I confronted him. Joys of living city life. I think you sent that twice. And then Director says, happy birthday. Now I have a lot of catching up to do tomorrow. Yeah, 3 streams. Good luck with that, bro. That is the same equivalent as like CTE if you actually get through all of it. Moonman for 5 says, I got the Gen 4 17 new, and it's always worked pretty okay. Better than the Gen 5 I have at work that jams with shitty Fiocchi ammunition we are forced to use. Really? I use a lot of Fiocchi, and I haven't had issues, but
Yeah,
I also
probably wouldn't jam in a CZ.
I've also never gone beyond the Gen 3s, so I don't know what these problems are you speak of.
Fiocchi 12 gauge has a lot of issues with like
that stuff is weird.
Stuff.
Huh.
I don't know.
I wonder if he's trying to put that in his Glock.
When it comes to, you know, like 9mm, for example, like Fiocchi subs, 147 flat nose subs have been a lot better than Aguila, better than Blazer, whatever. But yeah, it's not consistent, I don't think.
Mitchell Black says, real talk, why does Hawkeye look like hookah smoking caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland? Yeah, that's literally his personality.
I mean, they had to base the character off of something.
He saw that movie when he was 5 years old when it came out, and then he just based his entire personality on it.
I based my entire personality off of Indiana Jones. That's why I'm Raiders Arms, sir.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the cum chalice. Stratagem Branch for 5 says, get out of the way, switches. Beast can convert a peck of Glocks into 1 MRAD.
That's so real, dude.
A peck of Glocks into an MRAD. Hop, get 1 free AR 12.5 chest rig coupon from Stratagem Branch.
Okay.
There. Because you're gonna have to all the new special pouches that just barely don't fit AR-10 or AR-15 stuff. Great, thank you so much. I'm so happy.
Hey, congrats! The iCar mags don't fucking go in there.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Bet you wish you'd bought G-Code Scorpions now, bitch.
Dude, I can't wait for Pro Mag. I can't wait for Pro Mag iCar magazines to come out.
Please, no,
They're
please
$50
don't do that.
and they still don't work.
There's some weird round count like 23 or something stupid. And
Duramag's gonna be like, check it out, an iCar mag. You're like, is that not just an AR mag that you welded an extra strip of metal to the outside?
Or even worse, it's like bent out in the front. They literally just like rammed it out a little bit, just like your mom. Josh for 5 says, tell that dude smoking Barney, the dinosaurs member in the top middle, he's all hat and no cattle.
True.
Damn,
Well,
Josh,
you, man,
going
I work
after
in
him.
this hat. I earn a living.
Yeah, he earns a living stealing money from me. Stratagem Branch for 5 says Trump is blowing up Hawkeye's primer in the Caribbean. That's actually funny. Noonan for 2 says, how much barber charge for hard part brows hop?
English?
I don't know what that means.
Sure. So you have a hard part in your eyebrows, right? You know how some people get them like shaved as like style or whatnot. Yeah, I think
Isn't
these
that
are
just
just
a scar?
genetic.
Is that a condition? Is it like alopecia or something? Or
No,
what's
it's
the
just my
deal?
family. We all look like that.
Okay. Even
Why do you
like
look
your
like that?
parents look like that?
genetic.
Is that a
Mhm.
thing? Okay.
It's funny because like my sisters, it doesn't express the same way in them because they're women, and women, you know, are different than us.
That's not very progressive of you, Hop.
You mean like lesser than, or
Just different too.
I mean,
would,
what are you
I would
talking
not
about?
say
Dude?
lesser
You didn't-
than. I would say
Instant
different.
belts on that pick earlier?
Would you consider yourself patriarchal or complementarian?
I don't know what those words mean in this context. I consider myself normal, but normal changes week by week, and it's really hard to keep up.
normal is gay, Hop? I hate to break it to you.
Jake is
That's
very
that's
normal.
only true.
Jake is very normal.
That is
so in
only
this
true
context, he's
John.
actually
sir.
true.
John, you have betrayed me once again.
Jake is extra normal, some would say. Extraordinary, he's extra normal. Heathen from Texas for 5 says, hello. What did I miss, folks? Welcome to the 30s Club, my Siga. Richard, rhino cleaning, please. I got an hour before it's go time from work. Dude, you're working this late? Well, actually, that was exactly an hour ago, which means that you are heading home right now. I hope you already punched the clock, Heathen. Deer Hunter for 10. Crap, it's late. Have a good night, guys. Catch you in the next one. God bless. Well, you have a good night too, Deer Hunter. You need to stop donating. You're on a pause. We're having an intervention right now, Deer Hunter. You need to go to sleep, save your money for your family, and stop donating over here because you are far too generous for far too crappy of a show. Shekel Warlock for 2. That 22 bouncing around like an Atlanta woman. Unfortunately, I think I know
So
what you
true.
mean. Thank you,
So
Shekel
true.
Warlock. Jake knows from experience. Sabardic Psycho for 2 says, bring me on stream. I want to share my thoughts.
What?
Sabardic, what's wrong, Jake? Did I say something?
What do you? What do you mean? I know from experience, John. What the hell?
You said so true, as if you had
But,
first-hand experience about Atlanta women shaking around.
Jake,
Which,
no
I mean,
shame.
No,
No shame, buddy.
No.
No, I would shame him for it.
No.
So now you're denying it. First you like Candace, and then you're like, no Atlanta women. I just think you have a type, Jake, and you're just scared to admit it. You won't come out of your
I'm
shell.
starting to think that whenever I come on here, it's just not good for me. I don't think it's good for me, John.
You sound like my
You
ex-girlfriend.
fucking not.
You sound like my ex-girlfriend, but really, I just have to gaslight you into believing that you're happy here.
I
It'll
know.
work out in the long run.
It works.
Your
It does.
ex-girlfriend from when? Didn't you meet your wife in high school?
That's the joke. I literally do not have an ex-girlfriend.
I was gonna say, yeah. Is that a bit? Because like
That is a bit. I literally do not have an ex-girlfriend.
an ex-girlfriend from when you were 12, like that's not valid. We don't give a shit about that experience.
DHCC 1488, funny numbers. For 2 says, did someone say cum chalice? I'm pretty sure that was supposed.
There's a diacritical on that U. I think it's a cum chalice. I'm
Did
not sure
someone
how
say
that
cum?
pronounces, but
Cum chalice.
I don't know what that little
Did-
bit means because
did
two dots would be
anybody-
cum.
When was that said during the stream?
That was
the cup I made you.
Well, so we were also talking about PSI for a moment, and because
That
it's
was
giving
last
their,
stream.
I know, because it's giving their ats, it's not showing his real name, because his real name, if I remember correctly, is Derek's Horse Cum Collection.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Derek's Horse Cum Collection is his actual
I
username.
remember that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moonman for 2 says, Hop has a minor sex test, huh? Curious. All right. He follows it up. I just saw this come through, so it's relevant. Says, Hop talking about 12-year-old girlfriends now. We're building a case against him at the agency. Yeah, it's
That was
it's
like an
just-
hour and a half ago, so I don't remember the context, but I'm pretty sure if you go watch it back, I'll be vindicated as I always am.
Yeah. No, we're just gonna clip it out of context.
I'm just so much smarter than you that it's almost impossible that you've caught me in a
that's-
contradiction.
That's disgusting, Mr. Johnny. It grips like an angry gorilla with the last.
You don't get to ask those questions.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
He
gosh.
says that as if he has some kind of experience with the matter.
Do you, Jake? Or are you just
No.
excited at the proposition?
I mean, there's better sayings for that, but sure.
That's funny though. He grips it like a retard holding a crayon.
Yep.
Grips it like a black man holding something that's not his. John's wife 5 says there's a Jew holding a contract. I mean, there's lots of ways you could go with this. John's wife for 5. Jake's response always sounds like a kid who is defending himself against Doltu's gaslighting him. That's
Are-
actually relevant. That's
John,
crazy
wait,
that was from
wait,
an
wait a
hour
minute.
ago,
Wait
and
a
that is
minute.
so relevant.
Are we past 2 hours? Are we past
We
2
are,
hours?
we are past 2 hours.
We are.
These, okay, I'm gonna say these niggas be tripping, dog. I'm telling you what, man. They're making accusations against me that are specious at best.
Big words. Go on.
Yes.
They're what at best, Jake?
You almost there.
Specious. Specious.
Yeah, species.
Specious?
Okay.
You never heard that
Facetious?
before?
No, that's not what I heard you
Not
say.
Some of us went to college. It's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Go on,
unfortunately,
keep
I
going.
allegedly went to college, even though that's part of my stolen valor. But
Allegedly.
We'll worry about that later.
Dude, you're a freaking NASA engineer, dog.
Yeah,
don't let
Austin
these
has
people-
dubbed me a NASA
Dude,
engineer.
I firmly believe in USPSA stolen valor. So go
Firmament
fuck
mentioned?
yourselves.
Dude, I just stole
thank you,
stole that
Sydney, I
piece of
appreciate
paper out of the local library, dude. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
John, at some point, can we please announce the winner of the last most shooting challenge?
For 5 says my thermal arrived safely, so enjoy the PFP of Bandit, the stray cat that now lives in the house. Nice.
Hell,
Very nice.
yes,
Think so.
brother.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys have not experienced the joy of thermal until you've used it to find where your cat is, based on
Hiding
where
in the
his
dark.
footprints are. Because the cats they channel all their heat down into their paws, and when they walk around, they leave
Oh yeah.
smoldering hot footprints on the fucking carpet. And
Really?
also,
Interesting.
their fur is better than any like thermal defeating system that Ukrainian or whatever
So
that Euro YouTube
in-
channel has come up
In
with.
theory, could you strap cats to yourself and then just duct tape their paws and have a great thermal sea shield?
I would say the better option is to strap bombs to a cat and then have it go under a tank, because they tried that with dogs, but dogs were too loyal. Cats are cunts. They're not nice. Dogs will come back to you with the bomb, be like, "Hey, I brought the bomb back. Let's blow this shit up, homie." Cats will be like, "I'm the fuck out of here because I'm sick of you. I'm going to go hide under
logic
that
checks
tank
out.
over there because that guy might feed me because he hasn't fed me yet today." And you're
I think
like,
what
"Joke's on you. That's a Panzer IV. Beep beep, boom."
I think what Hop is actually saying is that cat boys are on to something.
Okay,
We already talked about cat boys way too much today. All right, Jake, you have your pick. Okay, you can take Candace, or you can take the what is this? The Japanese flight squadron. All right, 5 seconds, Jake. Pick one.
Anything but Candace.
This
I
is
don't
not
care what
news,
it is.
right? Do you remember back during early GWAT, early YouTube, there were all those American like aircraft carriers where their entire thing was to post YouTube videos of them just dancing and singing because their
Oh, no, of course.
jobs were the
It's-
easiest on the fucking planet?
The meme is funny though. The last thing a J-20 sees before it gets smoked by the jazz staff or however you pronounce that. Also,
Yes,
in relevance, I want to know Jake's tier list of all of the other races. Right? Are Asians here? Where do Indians
okay,
fit
wait a
in?
minute.
So I
Wait a
am
minute.
slowly putting together
Okay.
a tier list for Jake.
Do you want me to do one, or do you want to just like,
Yeah, go ahead and
figure
do
it
one,
out?
Jake. You're drunk enough. Do one.
I'm gonna say, John, you're gonna get me in trouble. I'm gonna say whites, half Mexican, half whites. Right below them, Asians, Mexicans, blacks, Jews.
Wait, so you
That's
have a
my tier
hybrid
list.
as your? How do you have a hybrid as your number 2?
No.
Is that not fine? Is that not
No,
acceptable?
no, it's synergy.
Well,
it's synergy.
no,
it's
but
It's
wouldn't,
synergy.
wouldn't,
Some of
wouldn't
their
half
parts,
white,
right?
Wouldn't half white, half Asian be above Asian, or would you say Asian then half white, half Asian?
No, that's not how that
Synergy.
works.
Synergy.
Okay, so keep going,
We're-
Jake. Sorry, I interrupted you. So
Yeah. I was.
white,
What did I say?
half
What
white,
did I say?
half Mexican.
Yeah, white,
Asian.
Asians
half
3.
Mexican, half white, Asian, black, Jew. That's my tier list.
So
Really?
where do Italians come into the mix?
Are Italians
They're
white?
not on the list. They're somewhere else. They're in
Okay.
a different dimension. Yeah.
Jake, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
Is focus strip white?
Yeah. John is white.
Are you
He's
sure?
I can't really tell. I'd have to break out the phonology the
You've got
calipers
it.
to figure out exactly what he is. But I
No,
think,
no
yeah,
offense
he's
to
like,
John, because I mean,
Yeah,
I love him
no.
like a brother, but like you're looking at the same guy as me, right? You're seeing the same guy as me.
He's got some kind of white
John
hair, or
has
he's got some kind of like.
John
got-
has a large head, so he's Scottish, right? Like the Irish have fucking massive heads, right? And he doesn't look as mentally retarded as the English does. And he looks Scottish. He has a nice big head, eyes a little close together, big cheek line. You know, he looks Scottish.
It's like you're judging a purebred dog. You're like, oh, the apple head and the haunches.
Dude,
Oh,
you travel
look
to
at the way
Europe?
the tail curves.
Pop, when you go to Europe, all of them look the fucking same. Like you could tell.
And
Okay.
can I include on my tier list anybody else who is a mixed of any other race, any other hybrid, whatever percentage, is just a case by case basis
you.
based on personality, that kind of thing, you know?
I'm just saying it's a lot of work because, like, I mean, you know, I look at Focus Strip and I don't see white. He's not white to me.
He looks
So
pretty
it's like
white
you're
to
doing
me,
a
Hop.
lot of
Well,
heavy
what
lifting
am-
on the back
what-
end
what-
to try to
what am I
elevate
What
him.
am I to you, Hop? I'm hurt. What am I to you?
Well, go back to your individual camera where it's just looking at you. There you go. Zoom in. Keep zooming in. Keep zooming in. There
That's
you
all
go.
that's
You
going
guys,
up.
yeah, you see it. You guys see it.
Is there like 40%
Why doesn't he have blue eyes, John? Why don't you have blue eyes?
Exactly. Because he's not fucking white, dude. That's what I'm telling you.
You're not a Garthan. Get
That's
out
what
of
I've
here.
been saying.
Okay, you guys are just upset because I'm 4% lizard. Whatever.
It is
Whatever.
John's birthday, guys. Be nice, please.
You be nice to him.
Why do you think? Okay, that says a lot about you. That you think that when I'm saying he's not white, that's me being mean. Why do you think that's mean of me to say that about him? I'm just
Because
making
white
an
is the
objective.
default skin. We all know this. We played.
I'm
games
making an
before. White is
objective
the default
assessment. I'm
skin.
looking at the guy. I'm looking at his face and hair and eyes, and I'm just saying that's not a white man right there. So, so what are you talking about?
Why do you think I think it's an insult?
Because you took umbrage to the fact that I pointed it out.
I don't know what Ambridge is. I'm probably just a little racist, to be honest.
If you don't know the words we're going to use in the conversation, you can't be having the conversation in the first place.
I can have whatever conversation I want, Hop.
Man,
I've been drinking
I
whiskey.
would destroy you in Scrabble. No offense.
I bet you would, bro. I bet you would.
I am a theater kid, like Garand Thumb.
I can tell.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty obvious, right? You just look at me,
Oh
you're
my
like, I
God.
bet that fucking guy did theater.
Jamaican, correct. 80% black. Yeah, we got
Why am
quarter
I-
black Garrett. We have quarter white
Hop,
John.
what's your favorite opera? Do you have a favorite opera?
No, I don't
What
like
the-
opera.
What
No.
the
That's not
heck?
the kind of
No,
theater I'm into.
no, that was the gayest thing said on the stream. So
I'm
much.
John,
gonna
I'm being
Shakespeare
told-
theater.
That
I'm
was the
being
gayest
called a
thing on
race-
stream, and Jake is here. All right, Hawkeye?
John, I'm being called a race trader in chat by Semi-Auto. I don't know why he said that.
Because
Wait,
you
so
sided
Auto made a
with-
reappearance of
Dude,
the whole
okay,
flat roof debacle.
you literally said that like you put half Mexican, half white as your second pick for some really
Above
specific reason,
Asians.
Jake.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Well, it's-
Half
Unbelievable.
Asian,
no, okay,
half white should be
that's-
above
that
that.
is-
Come on.
That is purely a geographic judgment, right? Because they're the closest to America, right? So it's just bound to happen.
We're Slavic women.
Jake,
We're Slavic
here's the
women on
thing,
the
man.
list.
Shut your mouth.
At the top center of your screen right now, you have an immaculate example of Aryan genetics, and yet
He's
you're simping for
Spanish.
Focus Strip a brown man.
No,
A frankly brown person.
No. Okay, Hop,
Dude,
I have insider
I need
information.
to freaking apply for those person of color loans right now and use this stream as evidence. Look, I'm getting bullied. Okay, I'm a minority. I have a small business.
I'm not
owner.
bullying. I don't think that pointing out the truth of the matter is at all bullying. I mean, you know, I love you like a brother. I'm just saying, look at the eyes, look at the hair,
Hop. Hawkeye
and
is
then look at
Spanish.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye
Come
is
on.
Spanish.
I am half Spanish and half Slavic, so I'm
That's
like
it.
part Czechoslovakian and Polish.
Nope. That's
So
all I
half,
need to hear.
I'm sorry, again, half Spanish, half Slavic is 0% white. Like it's just not. It's not white.
0% white.
None of those
Not
things are
white.
white.
He doesn't
the
even
crazy
make
thing
the
is-
list.
So if
He's not
whiteness
even
really
on the
matters
list.
that much to you, then you must be a Hawkeye stan. That is important. You have to be.
No, he is not even on the list. He didn't even make the the initial categories, okay?
You saw those.
He's not on the list.
Freakish crystal eyes earlier, right? Like you
See,
saw.
here's a
those eyes.
crazy thing. Spain is right next to France, and a lot of the Spaniards are European, and my ancestors were not mixed with the fucking Moroccan Muslim invasion.
No,
That's why I am white.
This is a lie. This is a lie. Don't listen to him. It's a lie.
I'm
He's
starting
not
to
white.
wonder. I've never really seen Jake well lit enough to know where he stands on this spectrum.
You know, Hop, I will send you a picture of me. I'll send you a picture of my eyes. You can see how white I am. I'm 100% white.
All right, I'll appreciate that. That'll get factored into the calculus.
All right, but you have to be aware, Hop, that he's going to slip in feet pics as well. So just
It's
be aware that
possible.
You're going to get more.
I'm unaffected by
that
those.
could
I don't
happen.
even see feet. I'm, like they say, love see no color, but for me, love see no feet. I don't.
Are you foot blind?
I'm foot blind. Yeah, 100%.
Hey,
I don't
Jake,
even
you
see
can't go to the
toes.
street
All
without
right,
showing your feet, homeboy.
they just
Come on,
wash
do
over
it.
me like a wave, and I don't even notice.
100%.
Stratagem Branch for 5 says Jake just got 6 million in CS:GO skins from Israel. Vastly overpriced, like 20 times overpriced. If I had to do the quick math on that. Thank you, Stratagem Branch. Zanico for 5 says Jake puts his Glock juice in Candace.
That's not true. That's a lie. It's fake news.
That actually explains a lot, Jake. That's why you're so defensive about it, because you put them so low on the list, yet you still did her.
No, I didn't. If I did, I would tell you. Okay, I did not.
Mm-hmm. I think you would just hide it as a shame. You'd hope I wouldn't find out,
No,
like a son
no.
who got into the cookie jars.
I'd be honest.
Sheezer says, still waiting for Raiders Arms customer support to replace my broken AK-12. Shaking my head. Well, you see, he's half Spanish, which means he will get to it eventually. All right. If he was full Slavic, it would have already been done.
Who's the Raiders Arms guy?
He
I
needs
keep
to get
hearing
Siesta
complaints
first.
about him.
Dude, I never heard somebody complain so much about a free fucking gift before in my life.
Oh, you're one to talk. You keep trying to get more money out of me. You're like, oh, where's that challenge, John? John, where's that challenge at? That challenge
hold
money,
on.
John.
You
I've only paid you
issue-
$500 so far. Where's that? Also, in my defense, that Discord is now gone, and I have no evidence. I can't review it anymore. Zany Call 5 says, replace Jake and Hawkeye with Sabardic and me. Zany and Sabardic, I would have you on a stream, but I just, the consequences of my actions are oft underestimated and oversold. Thank you, Zany.
Why is he showing his butt so prominently in his PFP?
His name is Zany, bro. You don't think that's a little zany?
Yeah.
Might as well be zesty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, it's worrying.
Moonman for 5 says it's the Jews. Saved us a 30 minutes rant. Now where the banana? The banana is behind me, sir. Since you can't spell, you person of color. Moonman for 2 says gonna spash my own thingy with a drywall hammer. Don't do that. That does not sound like fun. I mean, I know you have to work with like SA victims and whatnot, but I mean, still not worth it. Or you train people not to SA. I'm pretty sure that's your job, right?
Aren't you
Something
just
like
supposed
that.
to know that?
Me? He's my handler,
No,
not the
it's
other
like
way
a
around.
person. A person just should know not to SA.
Yeah.
You would think.
Yeah,
you would think that's just
so.
sort of like
the UN has a great ad spot about raping, which I'm sure you've seen before, but it is absolutely fantastic. Handle Bandit for 2 says, John, have you got to try out your SMS Trinity yet? I think it's coming in tomorrow, but I am not shooting it in the night match tomorrow because it will not be zeroed or tested or anything, and I won't even know how it works. So I think it's coming in tomorrow. So no. Moonman for 2. Wow, Richard, you changed your PFP. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Unfortunate for you, that is, Richard. Moonman again. Richard, I told you what would happen, which is funny given the context that he is no longer here. Is literally typing to himself. Madden for 5 says, Con Inc. is made up of theater kids, and I am tired of it. Yeah, I think there's some truth there. I think there's an overlap with some drama kids and being good at politics. Jeff became a YouTube channel member. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it, sir. Moonman for $50.
Come here. I can't fix you. No one can fix you. You are a broken, subhuman piece of trash. A garbage person.
rough, or rude, whatever I was trying to say there. But Richard, check your DMs on Discord. Do it now. Do it, Richard. I had to see such horrible sights to make that for you. The price of your hubris. Yeah, I don't even want to show it on screen though, because it looks relatively wholesome, but it is simply not. It is simply
Is it
not.
like it's kind of sad that
it's very
Moon
sad.
is having this dialogue with Richard and he's not even here.
You're not even here. Although, I mean, if Richard wants to put that as his PFP for the next stream, like that's on Richard.
Is that the thing that I think about?
Yeah,
The magazine thing?
Why do you think about that? That is the question.
We all
Good
know.
sir. Why do you think about that? Again, it's relatively wholesome, but what it represents is absolutely not.
Fuck.
That's
What on the
horrific.
fucking planet?
That is 177013.
Why did you even say that
Hey, all
name?
right, he knows the
I-
number. All right,
people-
that's it, everybody.
People
Go home,
should
everybody.
absolutely not look that up. Thank
Do
you
not
for
look
saying
that up.
exactly what it is.
Okay, why did you remember
That's
that?
my
We just
autism.
has-
I know shit, Jake. You know
Why?
this. Because I remember
No,
shit.
I don't know this. This is a red
Jake,
flag. This
Jake,
is
Really,
suspect.
Jake, everything I know how to do in
Honestly.
life, that's what you're questioning?
Jake, some people are just a lot smarter than you. It's something you're gonna have to get.
No, I understand that. I do know that. I'm actually retarded. Thank you, Hop, for reminding me of my
Don't worry about
retardation.
I'm always here for
Stratagem
you,
Branch became a YouTube member. Hey, appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Incredibly generous
Yes.
of you.
I
Ben,
love Stratagem
Central
Branch.
Saints. Me too. Stratagem. Central Saints Defense for 2 says, "Dad, the kids are fighting." I'm pretty sure it's kids the dads are fighting in this stream. I'm pretty sure.
I'm just gonna do this, and if you get hit, it's your own fault.
That's right. I'm pretty sure the youngest person here is Spear Chucker. Unbelievable.
Gross, disgusting,
Disgusting.
Grow up, sir.
I'm working
That
on
guy-
it, dude. It's really hard.
Okay, Spear Chucker, how many thousands of dollars of SIG products do you own?
Look, dude, we're really not getting into this right now.
No, this is the time. You want it buried 2.5 hours into a live stream at 12:30 in the morning.
Oh, man.
If you're gonna come clean, now is the time.
If I'm gonna come clean, okay, let's just do some math real quick.
Do you know how many SIG suppressors that I paid full price for?
0, hopefully.
It's more than
I'm at least 18.
18,000.
That's a lot. Damn. Even for me, that's a lot.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
well, I mean, he's a SIG simp, okay?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, then it should be free.
I mean, dude, if you assume my
okay,
right.
what, you think
that,
Amaranth is giving her top simp like free? No, he's paying top dollar for everything. He's paying
No.
$40,000.
I don't want to. I don't even want to fucking think
All
about
right.
the similarities between
All right.
fucking
Well, think about
Ethots
it.
and
No.
Sour.
Sig is Amaranth, your top ethot, and Spear Chucker is the big simp. Okay, he's the guy who's just waiting for that new hot drop, and he is dropping top dollar to see it early. Okay, that's Spear Chucker.
Here's the thing. We need Spear Chucker to do this for us so we don't have to even wonder about the SIG products. He can just tell us it's unbiased. He spent his own money on it. He's not
Let's
being
go
paid
join
for it.
the VC one day and be like, guys, my Mohawk exploded. They're a piece of shit. Don't buy one. And that's gonna be the end of it.
Yes.
I like the MPX. The MPX was cool.
I think they're all pretty okay, but I would never pay retail for them. So
So,
No.
how many more thousands of dollars do you have to pay for a rail that holds 0? Just asking questions.
you see, my night vision setups hold 0, so skill issue, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. What are you trying to show off there, Hop? Huh? What are you talking about? You just you like
Yeah, unlike Hop and Brass, I actually bought my spear. So
It's a SIG cross with a
Didn't-
SIG SLA suppressor.
Oh, is that a cross behind you?
Yeah.
oh, dude, you bought one of their new cans? That's fucking wild.
One of their old cans. So I've been.
Well, there's
banging on this
super
drum for a
old, there's
while.
like middle, and then
medium,
there's the new
medium. So
piece of
there's
shit.
3 generations, right? There's
Yeah.
there's Q, there's Kevin Brittingham era, cringe. I heard those suppressors were good, but whatever, don't care. Then there's medium, which is where the government was like, hey, can you make a suppressor that doesn't fucking work? And SIG was like, we can make whatever you want, bro. And then there's new, which I haven't heard anything about them yet. Whatever.
They're actually awful, but continue.
It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. But yeah,
Correct.
this is a SIG cross tracks with a SIG SLH can on it. I don't know. It does kind of make Q look worse than it already did, which is not hard, but still.
No.
Tucker, you wouldn't be a Q defender, would you?
Absolutely not. I don't appreciate that company or the people who work there. But the SIG Cross is sort of like, what if a Q fix wasn't shit? And then the SIG cans are like, what if Q cans weren't shit? It's interesting, and they may still owe some of their genetic legacy to Kevin Brittingham because he worked for them for a while, and he was there during some of their evolutionary. I don't know, whatever. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Q sucks ass, and SIG doesn't as much.
John's wife on Ko-Fi says, "Jake, shove it up your butt, twin. Let daddy talk. Go ahead, Boo Bear."
No,
thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Now, she said John's wife, so I'm imagining that's Sydney or Anna, but I'm not exactly sure.
That's probably
there's no
Anna.
PFP. Probably Anna. Moonman, for 2. Richard is DMing me about having wood now. Well, who else is he going to take his problems to? Not me, I'm busy.
Yo.
Moonman, for 5, says, Richard is giving wood to his neighbor, according to unsolicited DMs. He's told me he's been working extremely hard on giving his neighbor wood. Zach Ward for 5 says rum chata on cinnamon toast crunch.
Fuck yeah.
I'd try it.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah. Rum
That's
chata is
the
great.
That's the alcoholic breakfast of champions right there.
That's right.
Rum chata, Barks root beer, cinnamon toast crunch, breakfast.
Yeah.
Breakfast. Tarke for 2 says Hawkeye is a Zabi simp. His opinion is invalid.
Furry detected opinion invalid. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
I was gonna say,
you have,
we need-
you have
Yeah.
that profile picture. You can't
We
just be fucking
have-
sending super chats with that profile
Who
and
wins?
expecting
Who
us to
wins?
take you
Okay.
seriously.
Okay, who wins in a hookah off? Our top twink Hawkeye or our furry faggot Tarke? Which one wins? That's my question.
I got 3,600 foot-pounds of energy out of my AK, homeboy. I don't give a shit. Fuck you.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Nobody
he's literally
cares.
an animal. Okay, this guy is literally an animal, and he will take you down. It's big game. He's some
Yep.
sort of horse-human hybrid.
Honestly, I picked the furry
Very
over Hawkeye.
Vosh-coded.
At
Why?
this
That's
moment.
the gayest
You're
thing you've
fucking
ever
contrarian.
said. That's
Get
the
out of here,
gayest thing you've ever
Fetty.
said. Now you're picking furries over real people. You're like,
Well,
actually, I would
no.
take the furry.
I'm-
Could I
I'm-
have the furry? Is the furry on the table? We're not dating the furry. We're fighting.
I'm
each
not.
other.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying. I'm assuming that this person is more competent than Hawkeye in a fight.
Wow!
Oh, I'm
Dude.
sorry, Jake. How many monthly challenges did you win? How many?
Dude,
Didn't
called
even
out.
do
Dude,
any
he's
of
gonna be
them.
waving that
out.
shit around until the end of time.
Called
I
out,
didn't even
Jake.
do any of them, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you got to get at it. I'm going tomorrow to the range to shoot the one that John,
Yeah, well, it doesn't
Well,
even
honor.
matter because the Discord got nuked, dude.
Yeah.
Discord's
What Discord?
gone,
What
man. I'll be
Discord
outside.
challenges?
saves me money on ammo.
Josh for 2 says Hawkeye looks like a visitor in No, I'm Not Human. Vinland Werewolf for 2 says happy birthday. I'll join you at 30 in 3 months. Well, hey, you're getting old too. We'll put each other down together. Just
What an elderly piece of shit.
right. Wes for 5 says Mary F kill Hop's eyebrows, Hawk's fedora, or Jake's feet. All right, I'm gonna take this very seriously. I am going to kill Hawk's fedora. I'll marry
Nice.
Hop's eyebrows because I imagine he's attached to them. And Jake, I'm sorry, bro, for me and you.
John, what the hell, dude? Bro, I don't feel
Get fucked.
I think that's the objectively correct take. Okay.
I'm gonna be real, man. I don't feel comfortable here anymore.
Oh,
See you
dear.
later on, homeboy.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Wes. Great question. Fantastic. Thought provoking.
I love you, Wes.
What do the numbers mean, Mason? What does he mean, numbers? I don't know, Moonman. It is way too late for me to understand any of this nonsense. Sabardic Noticer for 2 says, Hop, are you still working for TFB TV?
They call me in on rare occasion.
Hop is their show guy. Not a show girl.
Yeah, I
He's
do
a
the
show
show
guy.
stuff. I'm like, I'm not the. I've been doing this for 5 years, and I'm almost not the worst person ever to do an interview.
Progress, not perfection.
And maybe in a couple of years I'll be actually good at it, but for now I'm just not the shittiest. It's
actually surprising to me on how bad some people do on interviews when it comes to questioning, because I don't think it's that hard.
I've gotten better, but I'm still not there. Like, I mean, every single interview that I do, especially, SHOT Show and NRAM are like my two things that I do. It's like every single time I do one of those, I look back on that as I'm editing it. I'm like, am I legally retarded, or just like, was it temporary? Like, I don't know what, like, how come I did not ask the obvious question? How come I did not, I hate it. I hate it so much. I look like such an idiot.
Bob, I would say, for whatever it's worth, you're better than most.
Stop!
You're
Don't
better
be
than
fucking
most
nice
of
to
the
me.
other.
We hate each other. Stop it! Come on.
I don't. Here's the thing. I don't like you. That's how you know it's genuine. You're better than most of the people on TFB TV.
There's only 4
There's
people.
only 2 people there, dude. What are you talking about?
Well, and that's how I found your channel. That I started watching your videos. I'm like, oh, this dude's hilarious. He gets it. Then that's how I found you and just followed you from there. It's good shit.
And then I became
That
dumb.
is very disconcerting to have
No.
Hawkeye following you around.
You do a good job.
Zanico for 5 says James Reeves, Hop's dad won't let him quit. Happy birthday for Joe. I think you mean faggot. Thank you, Zanico. I appreciate it, sir.
I posted
Moonman.
on X. I made a joke about how, like, James is my dad, and in our household we don't drink eggnog, and
I
a
saw that.
lot of people took it seriously. They're like, I can't believe you haven't moved out yet. I'm like, oh my god. Is there
some
any
people-
saving you?
Some people don't deserve rights. All right, it's just that simple.
I actually did think that Hop was James' brother for the longest time.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, yeah.
That checks out.
Which psyop are you believing? Because there used to be this gimmick where he would say that I was his son, and I would say that he was my younger brother, and people believed both of it. There were people who actually thought that I was his son, and there are people who actually thought that he was my younger brother, and they're like, "Wow, that's crazy! You seem to have aged so well." I'm like, "Yeah, it's ridiculous, but there you go, man."
I just thought you were brothers. That's all.
The fact that, like, we're not the same race and he's 10 years older than me, like, did not at all give people pause when I said, like, yeah, he's my younger brother. They were like, okay. I mean, if I read it on the internet, it must be true.
Moonman says Hop, cute and funny LaFile. That's a very catchy name right there. I hope nobody's taken that yet. Chip Stebo for 10 says, for the War Chest Captain, glad I can make a late stream. I just got off. Wow, that is a late night, good sir.
TMI, bro. TMI.
Well. Nope, you're doing well, man. Thank you, Chip Stebo. The Lightsport for 2 says Hawk is going to Botom out. Is that how you pronounce that? Botom out Jake soon.
Not possible.
Nah, Jake and I are working on a bromance, but it's not there yet.
It's not like that, bro.
I'm pretty sure, Jake, that you're both, kind of twink coated, but I'm pretty sure Hop is at least 2 inches taller than you.
How tall are you, Hop?
In a twink off, I'm pretty sure.
6'4"?
You're 6'4"?
He's a tall man. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a big man.
bro, I'm actually fucked for real.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty fat right now too, so I weigh about 210. I should weigh 180 at max, and I am like
180 for 6'4" is nothing, dude. What are you talking
Yeah, but I mean, you see my frame. Like, I'm not a wide 6'4". I'm a skinny 6'4".
You actually work out, bro. You got to widen those shoulders, dog.
I mean, you know yourself. Like, you're a stout man.
Man of size, yes.
Yeah, you're a born brick of a man. I am not. I was born a skeleton, and that's the best I can hope for. And there's nothing more off-putting than a fat skeleton. Like, that's weird as hell. You're just like, oh, gross. So I gotta lose. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's already over for me.
Moonman for 5 says, nowhere did Uncle A say that half Latinas are honorary. Jake, you traitor!
Shut your damn mouth. I didn't say honorary. I did not say honorary. I was simply rating
the fact that you added that specific hybrid in there makes me think that, like, you have a type.
Yes, because no, John, because it's common within this country.
Jake, listen, if you date a Latino, you don't date her, you date her entire family.
Latino?
And if anyone in here that's dating a Latino could back me up on that one.
Did you say Latino?
He gendered your hypothetical wife wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're not dating a beautiful Spanish woman, right? You're dating south of the border.
Okay, respectfully, you have no room to speak, okay?
I
If
believe
the
the term
Spaniard,
is
I have all the room to
Latinx.
speak, sir.
Latinx, sir. I think the term is
Jenks,
Latinx.
Latinx.
Latinx, yeah. It's like
Latinx,
chinks.
the same like Chinex,
Yes.
chinks.
Yeah,
Okay.
chinks. Chinks
Latinx
and
and
Latinx.
Latinx, chinks,
There's the
all
two
those
types of
things.
things. We're trying to be respectful here. Let's be respectful
Blinks?
to Jake's future wife,
Is it
please.
blank? Is it? Never mind. I was going to go
Yeah,
somewhere
Fred?
else with that.
Yeah, careful.
Moonman for 2 says, "What does he mean? Number? What is it?" Listen, if you look up that number that Hawkeye somehow had memorized, if you just Google that number and say that anime,
It's porn, dude.
Don't do it. Don't
Don't
do
do
it.
it. Don't do
It
it.
is, yeah.
No,
You
it's
don't want
worse
it.
than
Horrific.
porn.
It is,
it's
yeah.
degeneracy,
It's a very
it's degrading,
specific, it's maximal.
It's horrible.
disgusting.
Don't look
It's
it up.
fetish content, dude. You don't want it. Moonman
Trying to
for 5.
describe something worse than porn is saying that it's degeneracy and degrading. You're like, that is porn. That's the point. That's the whole entire. That's all porn is.
Yeah, but there's
It's
a
worse.
specific
It's worse.
element.
It's
It's
degenerate.
worse.
It's
It's
more
worse.
degenerate. It's more
Somehow
degrading
worse.
than porn.
It's a
Somehow
lot
worse.
Moonman for 5 says, "I have a DM from Dishka about that comic thing. All he told me is that it's degen, nothing about numbers. That and the Google image search is cursed." Yes, it is. Their Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Like, I read the Wikipedia page. Horrifying. Horrifying. Zanico for 5 says, "Fixed my PFP." Yes, that is not
Do not
Catboy
want.
Cammy. Not Catboy
like it.
Cammy, but that is Catboy Hoppy. All right?
No,
Catboy Hoppy.
Don't like it.
New
Not into it.
guest stream on Nick Fuentes will be featuring next week. Catboy Hoppy and Nick IRL going on a date. You're gonna go get milkshakes together. Gonna go
Don't-
hang out, have a good time.
No. I don't appreciate
So-
being compared
Dude,
to Nick
you know-
Fuentes
you know what's
because
funny
I
is
am
going
10
to-
years older, 20 pounds heavier, and a lot whiter than he is. So stop comparing me to Nick Fuentes.
listen.
It's not fair.
No, I'm just saying,
How
like,
old
he
are
hang
you?
out with Catboy Cammy. I think you would hang out with Catboy Hoppy as well. But what's funny is I'm going to Photoshop your face, AI swap your face onto Catboy Cammy and Nick Fuentes hopping out and having a conversation.
Oh,
I think
boy.
that's a good use of my time. Thank you, Zanico.
I will talk to Candace Owens after she gets out of the mental hospital. Like, I'm happy to have that conversation.
Ouch.
Good
Catboy.
grief.
Damn
Is
it.
Hop kind of hot for Candace right now? Is that what's going on?
That's what the chat keeps saying.
Jake is
I
trying
mean,
to
no,
take
I'm a-
Jake is trying to keep the heat off of himself.
Yeah. He's not doing a
John,
great job.
that's literally all I can do.
You keep bringing it
okay?
up. You're like, oh, does somebody else have the hots for Candace? Look
Is
at
it somebody that
chat.
isn't me? Is it somebody
that's
else?
so
Oh my god, you
weird.
guys.
John,
Jake,
I'm
quick,
just
show your feet on stream again.
Shut
Come
the
on, I need more
fuck
screenshots.
Yeah, you
up,
know what? You know what,
Hawkeye.
Jake? What's funny is you were actually a picture of that anime, and we are just going to degrade you into being a foot model.
Thank
That is
you.
exactly what's going to happen. At first, it was an accident, and now it's just going to keep happening over
What
and
did
over
I
again until it's.
expect? I
Here's the
expected
question.
nothing less.
Here's the question that I have. How tall is Nick Fuentes? Because when I see videos
Oh,
of
he's short.
him,
He's short,
Like
dude.
right. His
3'4".
head looks too big relative to his body. I have the opposite problem. I have a tiny head on a large body.
Well-
Therefore, when I see him, I'm like, that's a short man. Which is fine. It's okay to be a short man. No judgment there. I'm just saying. I think
I'm
that
pretty
guy's
sure
shorter
he's
than me.
Spanish and Italian, which is subhuman and black.
True.
Moonman for 2 says, so what kind of degen stuff is Hawkeye into? All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
Norse mythology.
John's wife says a root beer float, but with eggnog and not ice cream. No.
That
That's
that
just Coke and eggnog. That's
That
just
that might
good.
that might actually be kind of good because
Yeah.
I think that's dessert.
Yeah.
That's once you get into dessert, that's like a flan, right? Like I mean,
Yeah.
what
egg,
is this?
Yeah.
This is
egg,
this
cinnamon.
You know how they
cream.
have protein shakes and protein drinks? This is just a calorie shake. There's no substance, nothing to it. It is just
No,
thousands of empty calories.
no, that's
I don't
like,
want to be
that-
the eggnog
this
guy,
is-
but like that actually sounds like a pretty
Gosh dang it.
solid.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it,
dessert.
Swidney.
Yeah.
that
Why would you do this to me?
turns that turns like eggnog because as a drink it's a little heavy, but if you turn it into a dessert, it's a little more like justifiable for the average person. So I agree with that actually.
Jake, you need to try butterbeer if you want to talk about a
No
calorie
thanks.
dense drink
No
with
thanks.
nothing in it.
No, thank you.
Don't try any drinks around Hawkeye. Pro tip.
Oh Lord.
Tile from the Perseus arm of the galaxy, dude. Of course it would be. You can't just be a normal furry. You're an intergalactic furry, bro.
This dude's a faggot.
Wild dog. I don't know if he's just. I don't know what that is. Okay, is he actually a furry or is he just being funny to troll? I don't know.
No, he's an
Either way,
actual
okay, listen.
faggot.
If you're
dude.
if you're a furry, Tarkin, if you're actually a furry, can you please comment? I don't know how that's possible that a furry would come on this channel and be like, you know what, this is a good place to hang out.
You are underestimating the diversity of thought amongst furries. They are some of the most.
Yeah, that's actually fair. Now that you mention
I will
it.
say open-minded, although I don't mean it. There are some of the most open-minded people on the internet, which
John,
could
do you
be
know
good
how
or
many-
bad, depending on how you feel about minds.
Do you know how many furry PFPs I've seen?
Semi-auto. Have you ever looked at the nutrition facts on a freaking bottle of eggnog? It's like 5 grams of protein, 700 calories per serving. There is literally nothing good in there. It's horrible.
I mean,
just drink milk like a man. Drink raw milk like a man.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Straight from the
recently
source.
learned that my cat loves Slim Jims.
Really?
I don't know what it is. I have never seen him go psychotic for something like he goes psychotic for Slim Jims, and they're the dill pickle ones, which I don't even like that. What the fuck? How do you do that fast? How do you fucking shut the fuck up, ma'am?
No. I have 3 cats. I never heard this before. I have to try that out. What did you say? Dill pickle Slim Jims?
Well, apparently, I think it's any Slim Jim, but I got some Slim Jims and they were dill pickle ones, and I was like, oh, that should be good. And then I tried them and they're not good. They're gross as fuck.
What the hell? No.
But as soon as I
10
open
out of
one up,
10,
all right,
sir.
that's not okay. That's not all right.
John.
Hey, there's
Are you
Austin.
serious?
How come a man would cover his face that much and his feet that little? What is happening here?
Bob, how identifiable are my toes? Like, can you find me?
I mean,
with
I've
my
never seen
toes?
anything quite like them before, so I guess pretty
They
fucking
are
much.
unique. Okay,
Oh.
all right.
How
Shut it
many
down.
people are watching this stream?
Oy vey, shut it down. Get it.
Desert Rat's greatest defender. 10 out of 10, sir.
I didn't, for the record, I did not set that title.
Ooh.
That was set for me.
At least Christ is
and-
king.
And this image right here, what you're looking at, is actually revenge porn
Beat
because
model
I did not consent to this. This is unconsensual.
Yeah,
And
Fat Ben Shapiro.
I'm
Hop.
sorry, if you sent this image to a prospective mate,
I didn't. That was a
Respect.
screenshot.
okay,
That was a
all right.
screenshot from the
But that's, I mean,
stream.
that's the same thing. You consented to being viewed
More
in that
Jake
manner,
than
and
I
you did
care
it,
to, and I don't even
that's
know what he
you did.
looks like. Luke, that is so good. Oh my gosh.
I'm
gonna touch a
devastated.
gun and get the
I am,
screen banned,
I am
swear to fucking
quite
God.
literally
Just grab it, dude.
devastated right
Grab
now.
it, point it at the camera right now, dude.
I'm gonna wrap
And,
my hand around a fucking SIG SLH suppressor and get this whole stream taken down.
You couldn't make that sound more gay if you tried. Sabardic Saga for 2 says, won't let me on. F this. I'm out. Good night, John. Let's have you on sometime, Sabardic. I'm sure you can be normal and trusted with internet access.
Yeah, there's no way that this guy joins and he's like Jake plus mask plus he's worse.
Dude, my favorite was that guy who's like.
My request is that he's at least straight. Okay, can he just be straight?
So much
No,
hatred.
I'm sorry,
No,
on
no,
this
no.
screen?
So much
Are you
hatred.
serious?
John, my favorite is when you had that random guy in chat in here. He goes, "So what can't I do?" You go, "Don't show guns, don't curse a lot." Cool, and he takes a fat rip off of a bong, and he did that the entire time. That was good.
Willie McBilly for 2 says drop into the Discord link. I already did. Thank you. And I just messaged you on Instagram too. Willie McBilly for 2 says sending fake links to get more super chats. I see. I'm literally copy and pasting the invite from the Discord into the YouTube chat. I don't know what's wrong, sir. I emailed it directly to you. Thank you, Willie McBilly. Appreciate it, sir. Moonman for 2 says I am not looking that stuff up that Hawkeye likes. Yeah, don't do that. Do not do that.
I don't like it. It was good at memorizing shit.
Hawkeye, could you give me a list of things that you like so I know what to avoid? Maybe that would be shorter.
Guns, AKs, carbon fiber, free floating hand guards.
Bro, you're
new
still doing it.
cartridges.
You're still doing it. Yeah, you're still doing it. All those things I already avoid. Moonman for 2 says, I am not. Okay, I already said that. Sergeant Sasquatch for 5 says, Hop, thoughts on Measure 114 going into effect in March?
Sergeant Sasquatch, thoughts on me shooting myself in the roof of the mouth in March?
Oh, did that actually pass, dog?
It passed fucking 2.5 years ago. It's just been grinding its way through the courts forever. It's bullshit. It's always been bullshit. They made FRTs illegal twice. Like they don't give a shit what they're doing. This state is deeply unserious.
Well, so is your plan? Do you have an exit strategy, Hop?
Yes, it's a shot of whiskey and a shot of 124 grain HSD plus P.
There you go. Yo. This is classy, dog.
I've got all the bases covered. Don't worry about it.
I've got a plan. The plan.
Pop, you know there's another way to do that. You don't have to.
Oh,
you don't have to do that.
No, 12 gauge is gross, dude. That traumatizes kids on the internet. I don't want to do that. I want to make
Idaho.
I want to make
I feel like you do need to traumatize people, though. Have you thought about like climbing up to a tall building and waiting for a group of foreign tourists to walk by, like Chinese people, like a gaggle of like 20 of them? They come off the tour bus, you jump off right, you drop off. What is a gook the proper plural?
I'll say I never met a person who was raised on Live Leak who turned out okay. I mean, case in point, Jake.
I was not raised on Live Leak. Thank you, Live Leak.
Jake, you watch like dismemberment videos for fun. You're like, wow, look at that. That's crazy, dog.
Was it r/watch people dying? Like what was it that fucked you up?
No.
What happened to you, brother?
No comment.
Okay, that's wise.
Happened.
All right. Moonman can't believe that the GunTuber panel even read the Wikipedia for the thing. Maybe none of us are seeing the gates of heaven. That's gonna look weird on my list of grievances that St. Peter has with me. That's gonna be a strange one.
You went to the wrong Wikipedia page, my son.
Tarkai for 2 says, technically yes, but I don't consider them my kin.
See, I fucking told you.
So he's a furry.
He's
He's literally a furry.
Tarkai,
Can I ban?
Get out of here.
John, can we ban this guy?
No, I don't want to ban him. I don't.
It's
wanna
not.
ban him.
Sure?
It's
I
not
want
too
to
late
help
for him.
him.
It's
I
not
want
too
to
late.
Sure.
I am actually curious about what in his life led him down this path of degeneracy, because everybody goes down.
Tarky.
You have not met. You have not met some of the furries that I have met, man, because they are much worse than you think.
No. Tarky, just reject the Federation and embrace Xeon. And understand, Xeon was right. Zombie wasn't right.
Xeon sounds way too close to Zion, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Fuck Universal Century, dude. We do Gundam Wing. We dabble in 8th MS Team only as much as
8th MS Team was solid by 0080. That was good.
True.
Iron Blood and Orphans was good.
No, that sounds new age. Don't like it.
Really?
Wait. Something more important, Tarky, repent and believe in Christ. That's what you need to do. 100%.
And what is he supposed to do vis-a-vis animals?
What is he doing around so many furries, Hop? That's the real question. Why do you know so many of these people? You know, there's reasons I've avoided your Discord. Maybe
I'm on the same internet that you are.
Maybe being out of your Discord for the last year is actually a good thing, Hop. That's all I'm saying.
You and I are on the same internet, and some of us have our eyes fully open.
Right. Which one is this? Oh, of course I didn't name them. I'm retarded. Let me see here. Tarkay. Oh yeah, I already read that. Thank you, Tarkay. Repent, return to Christ. Moonman for 10. I am so happy to learn that I am amongst the least degenerate in this space somehow. Furries, Hawkeye, and his numbers, Jake and his race mixing, Hop managing to make Nog sound gross with his weird preferences.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, you advocated for race mixing, Jake.
No, I literally did not.
It was number 2, dude. Literally number 2 was you wanted to race mix with a race mixer,
John,
dude. That's like double.
When did I
right
ever
there,
say that number 1 and number 2 should mix? I didn't.
Amy?
Your number 2 is a mixed person. Your number 2 is a mixed person. You are
I didn't advocate
advocating
for that though.
It's literally
That was
your number 2
on the list, cocksucker.
Oh my
That was number
gosh,
2.
dude.
You said white bitches and then white and Latino bitches. I just memorized numbers.
You
I'm
want to?
autistic and I
Jake
memorize
wants to
shit.
mix with the mix. Okay,
I'm
look at
not
those.
advocating for that happening,
Jake,
but it
Jake,
already
don't
happened.
make me tap the screen.
Oh no!
Don't make me tap the screen.
It's a curse. It's a curse.
Like it's that meme. Everywhere I go, I see this image, and it's just so
Dude, I would
plastered
shoot
on the screen.
myself so quickly.
The Light Sport for 2 says Jake identify them by mouth feel. Yes, you have easily recognizable toes, Jake.
So devastating that we have to go for another entire hour before it's Focus Trip's birthday.
Not happening, Op. That is not happening. Space Cowboy for 5 says, Miffed, I missed the last stream. Also, John, you're old now. You need to get to bed. It's 2 a.m. Eastern. Dude, I know.
Yeah,
I gotta get out of this chair, dude. That's what I have to do. Thank you, Space Cowboy. Appreciate you, sir. Tarke for 5 says, I'm not Freddy's cum either. Full
Don't
frontal
say
did
that.
nothing
Don't be
wrong.
saying that shit.
Can we kill this
Alright.
guy? Can we literally nuke this guy from
No,
orbit?
Jake, where is your evangelic spirit, Jake? What are you doing
Repent,
here?
Jake, why are you so intolerant, brother?
This man lies at the precipice of damnation, and you're pushing him over rather than offering him a helping hand. You're literally pushing him over. What are you doing?
Repent and believe in Christ.
was a great anime, by the way.
Repent and believe in Christ.
I'm gonna need you. I'm sorry to do this. I'm gonna need you to, within the next 25 seconds, cite a Bible verse that says this man can't be a furry.
The one who lies with a man or with an animal as with a man should be stoned. Leviticus.
That's not how furries work.
Yeah,
they got a whole other thing going on, dude. They got a whole different thing.
If you have sinned in your heart, it is as if you have sinned with your body. How about that? So by
That's
the
a good one.
transitive properties, we can deduce.
You can't be mixing Bible and math. That's not okay.
Wait, it works. It works. Okay, it's logic based. All right. Thank you, Tarke. Though I appreciate it. I don't know. I'll pray for you. How about that? Moonman for 5. Hawkeye is
Not
getting
gonna
into heaven.
help. It's too late for that guy.
I don't think so. Hawkeye says, Moonman says, Hawkeye is getting into heaven before Jake, to be honest. Numbers in cartoons aren't real. Yeah, very much so. Unlike
Are you
race
insinuating?
mixing.
Wait.
Numbers aren't real. Hey,
Are you
engineer man, Spear Chucker, what do you think about that statement that numbers aren't real? As a NASA-approved engineer.
How can numbers be real if our calculators ain't real?
Truthfully, the only thing that matters in math is like the letters in it, you know?
What?
Honestly, Moonman, if you're insinuating that Hawkeye's going to get him to heaven before me, which you're saying that he will convert to Christianity and die before me, I mean, I'm not going to hope that he dies before me, but I would love that if Hawkeye repented and followed Christ. That'd be fantastic, actually. Pray for that, honestly. I do.
Well, gentlemen, we have reached the end of the line, and I
Thank
no
goodness.
longer wish to be here anymore. But I greatly appreciate you ushering in my third decade on this planet with you degenerate freaks out there. So I appreciate every single one of you. Hop, what do you got going on, man? Other than the shot and the other shot.
Yeah, I
coming
got
up
2
in
shots.
March.
I got 2 shots in my future, so I'm good. I'm set.
I don't know why, but I find this image funny. I mean, you could probably guess. Oh, no, stop.
Hello.
scrolling.
Okay. Whoa.
Okay,
All
no,
right.
fine.
Go back. Why
Is that really what I
pop
look
up?
like, man? I need
Hold
to
on there,
lose
brother.
weight fucking immediately. That is really, really bad, dude.
Are those photos of us?
Is that really what I look like, man? I need to lose weight fucking immediately. That is really, really bad, dude.
Thank you, Instagram algorithm. Instagram algorithm perfection right there. Thank you. All right, Jake, would you hit this?
We learned a really.
What do you
valuable
mean
lesson
would I
about
hit
focus
it,
group today.
John?
How do you know it's not half white under there?
What?
Half?
You misunderstood everything
Half?
I said.
Is that your baseline now? Half?
Jake, come on, date a Slavic girl, be a man.
You've been talking a big game
up,
all
Hawkeye?
night, man. You can't just settle for half at this point. It's too late now.
No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna stop talking. Actually,
Yeah.
All right. Hawkeye, what do you got coming up?
I just released the VSS chassis pre-order and working on my little 4-pound AK. What?
That checks out.
Yeah, rush your
Spirit
shit.
Spirit Chucker, what do you got going on, homie?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Two things. One, support your local gun store, but only if they aren't gay and cringe. And
True.
talk about everything. Tell them what you're sad about. Tell them what you're looking for.
Fair enough. Jake, what do you got going on, homie? Other than foot stuff.
Not much. I would just say Christ is king. He is the king ring over the entire earth right now. And a little plug, check out Weekend Gunner. He makes fantastic sun hoodies for shooting. I recently got a Russian camouflage one. I don't know the name of it, but it's pretty cool. I like it quite a bit. And they're really good products. He's a good dude. They're made in America. It's good stuff.
Now, Jake, considering
Yeah.
that you love and endorse everything that Weekend Gunner makes, right? As you've just said, I am slightly
I didn't
curious.
say that.
No, you did.
I didn't.
That's
I think
literally what you just said.
Yeah, the implication was there.
I
You
like
literally,
Weekend Gunner.
you
He's a
literally
good
just
dude.
said that. So, what do you think about this design that he said was that we worked on together right here? What do you think
I
about
actually
this?
like that because here's the thing: the Miku White Monsters based. It's real pilled, as they
Real
say,
pilled.
and the Miku there is saying deport them all, even the legal ones, if I remember correctly. And I think that's a based message. I like that quite a bit. I don't like anime, but I'm willing to compromise in this aspect. So I approve
Because she says
of
deport
this
them
design.
legal ones too. I see.
Yes, I
see.
approve this design. Lance is awesome. He's a good dude. Go check him out.
All
So
right.
if our furry friend was to say something akin to that, you would have to retract all the things that you said about them.
No,
Of course,
no.
Jake hates anime. Don't listen to
No.
him.
Jake,
Here's the
I don't
thing,
think he
I do-
hates anime. I think he protests too much.
No,
I believe he is the lady who doth protest
here-
too much.
Okay,
Because something about the way that he
No. Here's the thing,
argues
Hop.
against this makes me think that he is secretly in favor. Is he his
Hop,
pro?
I think anime is degenerate and cringe.
No,
I do not-
I know. You
think-
say that.
I think
I've
think
heard you
being
say
a
that,
furry,
and I accept
Yeah.
that you say that. I just don't believe you.
I think being a furry is cringe, but I think all men are in need of Christ, and I think that if the furry has a valid opinion on something, I can accept that valid opinion while simultaneously disagreeing with their decisions in life.
Right.
To,
It's the same.
you know,
It's the same
be
thing
an
about
animal.
AK
Yeah,
people.
you can-
Like
you
they
can
can
keep
be
saying it.
humans, but like,
100%.
come on.
What
You
is it
can
about
keep
AK
saying
people, John?
it, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you believe it.
No, I say what I mean. I believe believe what I'm saying.
Actions
I'm
speak
not just,
louder than
like,
words, my
speaking. I'm not speaking out of two sides of my mouth, Hop. I mean
Your mouth
what
only.
I
I
say.
mean, the mouth only has one side. It's forwards.
There are two sides of your mouth. There's the right and the left side.
Well, that's
And I'm-
okay. That's
yeah.
ableist because I have a fucking neurological thing that makes me speak out of
Well,
one
you're
side. But, like,
you're
that's
kind of a
not
retard,
okay. I'm
so
gonna
that's
say.
okay. Hey, I like you, Hop. Don't mess this up. I actually like you right now. Okay.
We've bonded a lot tonight, and I appreciate that. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You said some sus shit tonight, my friend.
I am also drunk, so give me like a
Oh, hell yeah,
10%, benefit of the doubt. Okay.
All right,
Dude,
all right.
Hop and I
Accounting
are
for the 10%
maintaining-
drunk modifier. You're
Hell
good.
yeah.
Jake,
You're good, man.
Jake, you just have to watch some good anime. That's
No.
not like
That's-
degen.
No.
No. All right. Okay. I just 180'd. I'm back on Jake's side. Hawkeye, there's no such fucking thing as good anime. What the fuck are you
No?
talking about? It's literally
Cowboy
all the
Bebop.
same dog shit.
Cowboy Bebop.
True.
Excuse
Okay,
me,
no,
Cowboy
no, no.
Bebop?
You like-
One
you
of
like-
my eyes can only see the past. That's some of the most 12-year-old cringe nonsense I've ever watched in my fucking life.
You like Cowboy Bebop because there's a Jericho in it, and you're in love.
No.
with
I
the
bought my
Israeli
Jericho
guns.
before
Because-
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah,
No.
Let
I bought
us,
it before.
let us count the ways that Cowboy Bebop is a dog shit fucking show. First of all, there's the cringe writing. That's I mean, whatever. Then there's Stephen J. Blum, who is just insufferable because his voice is that. What do we got? We got a Glock 36 or Glock 30?
Glock 30 that I'm gonna
Glock
buy.
30?
I'm doing a
All
video
right.
on it.
Gross.
Walther P99.
Yeah, that's
That-
not a good
that-
gun.
that
That's not a
used-
good gun. When you fucking decock it, it gets shitty. When you
1911.
don't decock it, it fucking breaks itself. That
yeah,
is
yeah. Okay.
gross.
1911 that Vicious uses, and then you
Ew.
have a USB that Pierre LeFou uses. No MP5. Nothing.
You're not doing anything for me here. This is a bad show. No offense.
No,
I bought the fucking Blu-ray. All right, I tried. I watched every episode. I examined it. It was poor. It was a poor show.
So what about Black Lagoon?
I haven't watched it yet. I have the disc. I haven't watched it yet. Maybe it's not bad. Focus Strip. You're too young to have an opinion. I'm sorry. Wait till next year.
I literally have never seen any of this stuff.
Yeah, you got 46 minutes before you're allowed to have an opinion on literally anything.
Don't
watch
it. The fact that I was supposed to be done an hour and a half ago.
Well, you should have thought about that before you had kids and a wife.
Good point.
Yeah.
Cowboy
Gonna get married
Bebop
soon.
fucking sucks.
I liked you, sir.
Well, that was your fault.
It was.
But no, I don't know. I
think
I like the airplanes. The little like space planes in that show.
The space planes is good. If you look at the story, the one thing that I like about Bebop that it does different than every other anime is most of the character development is good, and a lot of it's focused on the past rather than the future. It's not about like dude becoming super powerful. It's about people's struggles with the past and learning to let go. So that's the message that I like that Bebop gives you that other animes don't. Is learning to let go of your past.
I guess I don't like it very much.
That's
At least you and I will always have 0080 because War in the Pocket was fantastic.
That was Kino.
Yeah, we'll have to compromise on that one.
Eighth
Focus gonna blow his
MS
fucking brains out. He's gonna shoot the back of his head off on live.
No,
stream
I
if
mean,
we
no.
keep talking about anime.
Zakatek has a really good question. Does this mean John is no longer a YN? We've come to the conclusion that I'm brown, but since I'm 30, am I no longer a YN?
No, you are an UNC. You are a
That's OG.
certified UNC OG.
We don't use that term here. He's OG.
No, maybe you're a daddy. You're 30.
No,
man.
Daddy is. No,
Did you
Hawkeye.
just call me Daddy Hawkeye?
Shut
Did
the
you
hell up,
literally
Hawkeye.
just call me Daddy?
From Discord.
What are you doing? What are you doing around here? Unbelievable. I got those black soulless eyes.
It is weird. What? Like, yeah, you gotta wonder, like, what? Where is he from?
He's
How did he
Scottish.
get this
Look
way?
at him.
He's a
Nah,
certified,
that's not what the Scottish look like.
certified
Oh, Lord.
swarthoid.
Sabardic Notice for 2 says Cornerstone run with Snubby netted me a tall boy. Cheers. There you go. Very based. At this hour, what else do you need? Moonman for 2 says Jake, is her name Consuela or Maria? Important question.
Oh, that's a good one. That's always Maria.
Moonman, I thought we were friends, man. Okay.
He was friends before the race mixing, not
yeah.
after.
Well,
Yeah,
that's not
Maria.
a thing either.
You
There
did
was no
something
race
to make him
mixing.
upset, unfortunately. I think it's
You
lost it.
Moonman for 5 says Hawkeye succeeds in not recommending shonen slop for nappas, but fails in not recommending something good and not normie.
Okay,
Tragic.
Lost Exile. There you go. Or Last Exile, I'm sorry. Good show.
We can't even, I mean, recommending anime is already a fool's errand, but like, we want to talk about Evangelion. We're going to need to have a fire, a couple cases of beer, no cameras, no phones, and at least a couple N-word passes.
Yeah, Evangelion gets deep,
I have
especially
the
with
pass.
the movies.
Dude, Evangelion gets so deep. Like when that one character jacks off on the other one while she's asleep. Like that's so deep, dude. And they're all children, and they're all children written by an adult man. Like, dude, it's so deep, bro. It's so deep, bro.
You are children. When that show came out, all the characters were older than me, and I was like, well,
See,
I can't wait till I'm 14 and I could do cool shit like pilot on deck.
I've never even seen the show. I just know of the show.
All right.
No. That's the movie. So here's what you do. You watch Evangelion episode 1 to like 21, 22, and then you skip the last 2 episodes. That's dog shit.
True.
And then what are you
only
recording?
watch
And then-
part of the show because it actually
No,
sucks.
because it has 2 different endings. And then you skip that,
No.
and then you watch End of Evangelion, which is the proper ending, but you can skip the first like 5
No.
minutes of the movie.
Pop, don't listen to Hawkeye. Here's my advice for you. You don't need a pass. You can say it whenever you want, okay? You don't need a pass.
Look, Focus Strip is never going to understand Evangelion because he's incapable of understanding it until I've explained it to him, and he's incapable of understanding my explanation unless he is fucking blasted. But you, my friend, may have a chance. So if you and I do a case race, man, we get an 18 rack
Not
a piece.
Not race mixing, Jake. Don't get excited.
Case 18 rack a piece. We go through it. I will walk you through what's going on with this fucking show. Hawkeye is going to put too much of a positive spin on it. You can't trust him. His diagnosis of the show is going to be a little bit overly positive. Mine will be honest. I will tell you what's actually happening here. But we need a case of beer apiece and an N-word pass for me, and then we will make it happen. It's going to be all right.
So here's my question, Hop. Are you for or against Instrumentality Project? Instrumentality Project. Are you for or against it?
Against, obviously. I'm not a fucking faggot.
All right, cool. That's why you should watch the end of Evangelion, because that gives you the proper ending.
Yay.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's correct. I'm just saying there's a lot there to unpack, as they say.
You watch it once, you watch it twice, and then you watch 5 hours, 6 hours of YouTube videos to explain it. Then you watch it again. Then it'll make sense.
Can you read the news articles about how they embezzled all of the funds that they were supposed to use to produce the show? And you're like, oh, that's why it sucks. Okay. It was a money laundering scheme. I understand.
That's why you skipped the last 2 episodes, because it was rough.
This is the worst birthday gift John has ever received.
Sorry, John.
Good luck. End it.
John, can I interest you in a beautiful 1800s double barrel shotgun?
No, I don't.
No.
Wait,
if you give that to me, I will use both barrels right now.
Hey, Zaniko, what's the deal, man? What's the deal? Seriously.
Zaniko woke up and chose violence, dog.
Dude,
Straight up
I
murder.
thought we were friends, bro. Last stream we were friends. Now you're like my enemy. What the hell, man?
You didn't say your toes this
everybody is friends with the Zany until they come to you.
Fair weather friend is what he is.
All right. All right. Listen, gents. This was supposed to be fun, but now it's not anymore. Gosh dang it. Camera, please work. There we go. All right. Wee Jones for 2. Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. All right, fair enough. I don't know what that means. I know Jake is hungry after the D, though. Moonman for 5 says, no, we don't want to talk about Evangelion. We don't want to talk about Laid Back Camp and Bocce The Rock because we are white and not gay. Well, some of us are white. Sabardic Noticer for 5 says, I too am brandishing firearms at Hawkeye, dry firing without a chamber check at Hookers. Hookahers? I mean, based either way, thank you. But Moonman for 5 says, I can check off on unconscious women myself. I don't need Evangelion for that. Sabardic Noticer for 5 says, imagine wasting a Campfire Blackout argument on end slurs on anime and not Michael Mann movies. Couldn't be me. All right, gents. I really appreciate you all, guys, but the anime talk will be saved for the anime stream, which is our 4th stream of the night, which starts at 3:00 in the morning. I will see you all.
It is
in
not
2
safe for
hours.
air. You cannot air that.
And yet it must.